Hold on, guys. Marianne, you didn't miss much. I mean, well, we had an exciting time at the woods. It was more active than what I was expecting, I could tell you that. Can you guys hear me okay? Do I need to get my microphone? Apparently my K2 said yes, I need my microphone. I asked that and it lit up. Hi, Tawny. Somebody's here being active. Things lighten up. I could probably stick this in a cup. I wonder if this would work. So, how is everybody doing tonight? If you guys can see that. There we go. We can play with our friends tonight. So, who all was at the woods with us? Was everybody at the woods? Hi, Nicole, I'm good. I do have to show you guys something really cool. I am going to turn my computer on so I can keep track of your comments because I can only see 3 of them at a time.
Please, my feet. Do I look like a shit? Oh god, I can't speak. My hair looks
That was an awesome school trip. I'm thinking we should do more of them, Tracy. Or Teresa, I should say. Your name is Teresa. Let me get on Facebook because I can only see so many lines of you guys commenting. So if I can see it, it will help me. What's your Snapchat? My Snapchat's the Divine Medium. Alright, so let me see if I can go on and see your comments. Yay, Linda was at the woods. Oh, hi Carrie, good. Yeah, the woods was interesting. Okay, I guess I can't see your comments. That kind of sucks. Let me try my iPad that I had to actually... When I came, I usually use my iPad, not my phone, because I can see better your comments. And it is still not charged. It's, I don't think, gonna let me on either. Nope, I gotta wait. Yeah, Caroline, Eden said that you saw an orb. I was dealing with a black mass who ended up being Berkey. What was his first name again? John Berkey was the black mass. He was married into that family. And then when we got back to the house, we told Sean, who's Caitlin's dad, is mine the only one that's choppy video? It was fine in the woods. I don't know. Is everybody fine? Are your electronics working fine? Yes, they do drain your electronics. Spirit does drain your electronics because they use it to be active. Yeah, Carrie, the very last live feed we did in the woods was actually pretty good. That's the one that you'll probably want to watch. They agree with me. Okay, good. So everybody's feeds are good. Okay. So this is kind of cool. I don't know what made me do this because our crystals are very much alive. And I hope you guys can see this, but I'm going to take this out. And I was kind of like hovering. I don't know if it'll do it now. I wanted to see if the crystals would. It was kind of like I was over. Hold on. There it is. It's doing it now. See, I don't know if you guys are seeing it. There's like a few certain crystals that are lighting up the K2. I don't know if you guys can check that out. But I wanted to see if, because Spirit has electromagnetic wave vibration that this thing picks up. But I wanted to see if it would pick up on the crystals because they're alive. And they did on the heat signature. They all had heat signatures to them. So I thought it was kind of neat that they light up the K2. So that definitely proves that they're alive. Okay, so everybody's is fine.
I told you. I told you there wasn't two children.
Wait, hold on a minute. Can you start, like, attacking me all of a sudden? Give me a minute. Okay, she was a twin to Louisa.
Mm-hmm. But Louisa grew to adulthood.
Okay, wait, hold on. I can't. Can I do this later?
Yeah,
Not now,
sure.
okay? Okay, so they're lighting up because they're alive. So I thought that was kind of really neat. So isn't that pretty cool? So all your crystals are alive. Yay! It's really neat. Okay, I'm gonna keep that there. All right. So, what did everybody think of the woods experiment? Do you guys want to do that again? Look this up. I'm guessing by the thumbs up you do. So I wanted to talk a little bit on the team that's going to be getting prepared for the filming. I made the mistake of saying it was being filmed. Not that it's not being filmed, it's just the second I did say that it was going to be filmed, I was getting all kinds of people out of the woodwork wanting to become part of the team. Thank you, Marianne. Eden, Marianne said you're so pretty.
Oh, thank you.
Hi, Deanna. And these were people that weren't followers, didn't even know what I was doing. I don't think they really care. They just saw that, you know, this was going to be filmed and they wanted to be part of the filming, and that's not what this is all about. And somebody did ask me, you know, what are you looking for? And at the time, I think I wasn't really looking for anybody. I knew that I didn't want, I mean, they're going there to film me, so obviously I don't want any of the students being there because we're not really, I'm not going to be really mentoring. We're going in to do something specific, and it's not going to be pretty. And I wasn't needing another medium. I mean, that's why I'm there. So, and I was getting all kinds of, you know, requests from other mediums, and I know that's, I mean, they're going there to film me. There would be no need for that. But the more I thought about it, I had one gentleman inbox me, and he had said he was EMT, military, you know, prison police, all the works, and that was kind of what, that's what I'm kind of looking for this team, is just anything that is military, criminal backgrounds, profiling, things like this, that you've had some kind of training. Not every member has to be like that. I just need like at least 3 that are going to go in and back me up. Because here's what's going to happen. When I feel something kicking up and I know somebody's about to get hurt, there has to be a key word where those specific team members just start grabbing people and getting them out of the room, because they can't be in the room when that stuff starts to hit. I've seen people get scratched, bruises, pushed down steps, smacked. It gets pretty bad, and I don't want anybody getting hurt. So yeah, and I can't have anybody who's chicken, as Kara calls it. I need people that have a stomach for this, that are not going to freak out if they hear breathing. I did a house cleanse one time here, and one of the team members that I had pulled on, I asked her to go in and sage the one area, and she heard something demonic tell her to get the hell out. And she went running up the steps screaming. That's exactly what they want you to do, and that's what I need to prevent you from doing. Do you have a date yet and take vacation? Would love to experience this. Anita, I don't know what you mean, honey. A date for the filming? No. I need to get my team together. I have a ton of equipment I'm getting shipped in. Night vision cameras, upgraded K2s, laser grids. We have all kinds of stuff coming in. I even have a teddy bear that records and talks, so it's kind of cool. There's a lot of people on today. So that's the team members I'm kind of looking for. It is going to be kind of like military police, because that is my background, and that's when I go in to deal with demonic stuff. That's how I go in. Is my team, my old team used to call it my police mode, because I'm not very talkative. I go in very straightforward, monotoned, and there is times where we will laugh. And it's good to do that, because demonic hates when you laugh and giggle and have a good time. They freaking hate it, and you'll start to see like a lot of activity spew up when you act like that. You'll do great no matter what, especially because it's you. Thanks, Paige. I am looking for 2 younger souls, 2 younger people. I am going to be taking some of my team members, like Caitlin, obviously. Yvonne is coming. But I am looking for at least 3 heavy backgrounds in military, police, that kind of thing. Missy, no. Missy, your sacred space, I had somebody ask me that today. Your sacred space is yours, and nothing should be invading that. So if you want to sage, which sage is God's plantation, it's his plants, it's his organic stuff coming from his ground, his soil, and you're burning it to protect your home. That's why he gave it to us. He gave us a way of protecting ourselves from these things. So sage is simply just going to protect the area. And this is not going to be one of those teams where we're looking for excitement, entertainment, or to get your adrenaline pumping. This is definitely going to be a group that wants to help families that are being plagued with dark, and that's why I'm going in. And I need to go in a certain way, and so does my team. Yeah, I can't, Haley, that's okay. I can't have anybody that has, you know, kid restraints or time restraints where they have to be back at the babysitter at some time, because these places, I've gone to places where it has taken me literally like at least 13 hours. It just depends on how bad it is at the place. Yeah, I'm just reading. Charlene, you know what that means to me? Not so much do not enter. It means that he's not ready to go to heaven. He wanted signs that there was heaven. There is. The sign, him giving you a sign is saying, I am in heaven. But the do not, what did you say? Do not enter. That to me says it's not your time for heaven. That's what I get from that sign. I can't find my glasses, Deanna. I know, I'm like squinting and this light's killing my eyes. Are you going to be going live at some of your clinic? Yes, I will be going live for this filming actually, that we'll be doing with this filming crew. So yes. Charlene, but he is evil. Okay. Well, that's what I'm getting. His time is not right now. He must have to learn some things right now. I'm going to let Eden talk for a couple minutes because I have to go to the bathroom. It came at the wrong time, but I have to go to the bathroom. No, you don't. Oh, God, she's so worried about her. What do you think of spirit boxes? Tawny, it's a good object to use. It's a good tool. I'll have it in my investigations for my team in case they get a heads up of something that maybe I'm not paying attention to, and they come over and say, hey, we just heard this on the spirit box, and then I'll come over to that area and figure out what's going on. But yes, you guys can ask Eden questions. She talks to angels. Don't be surprised if this thing lights up while she's talking to them. So I'm going to give her a couple minutes to talk to you guys. I know a lot of people had a lot of questions for her. We love you, Eden. Hurry up, I gotta go to the bathroom. Yes. Okay, she's going to talk to you guys. I'll be right back. Alright. No, I'm right. I'm here. Hi. Oh my goodness. Oh, hi. Oh, Ireland. Wow. I've always wanted to go there. Really drawn there. Oh, hi. Hi. I heard you guys had questions for me. Hello, everyone. Oh, Australia. White balls of light. I mean, white balls of light doesn't always mean an angel. It could be just a spirit too, or, I mean, it could be an angel. So Raphael is my favorite angel, and Michael, and Raphael. Those are my three favorites. I don't know how to do that. Mommy talks to loved ones. I mean, my favorite angel to talk to is Sir Raphael, because he's my main angel, and like, yeah. But sometimes if I need protection, I'll call him Michael. I'm sorry, I'm really tired and boring right now. No, angels and spirits are not the same thing. Well, they talk to me, they used to just come out and say things, and I would hear them when I was really little. It would be like somebody talking in my ear, and I would scream because it would freak me out. But like, white feathers? I mean, white feathers means angels, but I'm not really sure what that would mean. Seraph is touching the, I think he's, yeah. Go back in the bathroom.
Are you having fun talking to everybody?
Yeah, look at the meter. Look at the thing.
Because you're angels.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Hey, Seraph, can you touch the thing? You know what I'm saying? No. It's messing with me. Do angels have different... Yeah. They have... Yeah, they do have different colored wings. Black wings doesn't necessarily mean dark. It's like, you know, some people have dark skin, you know? It's just how it is. Yeah. Because, like, Sir Raphael has darker colored wings and darker colored hair, and he's not, you know, evil or anything. He's just, you know...
He's what?
He's just an angel with darker color wings. How about blue wings? Yeah, they can have blue wings. Seraph has, sometimes he'll show me his wings have like little blue streaks or something in them. They'll just, depends on how he's like feeling. Sometimes he has like real dark wings. And sometimes his wings look like a hawk's wings, but they're kind of dark. Like, you know how they have like different like gray strips in them, and yeah. And wait, I'm wondering, he can take over from you.
Huh? What?
They said, she's doing a good job, she can take over from you.
Yeah, I know.
I can't read people yet, like my mom can. But sometimes, like this one time, she was in a reading, and it was something about this like caramel candy chews, and she didn't know what they were, but I knew what they were, and I knew what she was talking about, and the spirit, she kept flashing the image to me, but that doesn't happen a lot to where I can read people. Who's my... I can't tell you.
Wait, what?
Some angels I can see clearly, and Marianne, I can't... What is this? What is this do you think birds? What is this do you think birds down here? What is this?
Oh, you just go down there.
What is... Oh...
Nice
An
one.
image of angels as a reminder to us. I think that would be cool. Mom?
What?
Is it implanting to tell people who their angels are?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. I can't tell you guys who your angels are.
Well, why don't you ask your angels first, Eden? What they think. Don't
Well,
ask
they're
me.
not, they're telling me not to tell them.
Okay, well then that's implanted. So.
Yeah. I live in a house where my mother passed away, but sadly I never feel her. My daughter Mindy has seen her. My
That would
dog.
be a question for me.
So, yeah, here.
Sadly, I never feel her. Sandy, most of the time this is the reason because you are blocking them. When you want it too much or you're looking for it all the time, you can block the energy from entering and being able to come towards you. Whereas your daughter's more laid back and just goes with the flow. Is there a reason why mine? Nina, it's the same thing, but a little different. I'm getting more your mom's doing a lot of stuff, whereas your dad isn't. So he's more accessible and pushing out more energy, where his soul isn't broken up as hers is, going off doing things, so he can pull more energy to show himself. No, Andrea, they do not. They are a different species. They can, however, come into a mirage human form to give a message, but as soon as they come in, they leave. They do not walk among us because they are not human. They are angel, which is a different species. Message if you can later, needing new employment advice. Ed, you're going to have to call the office to get scheduled in. And angels do not guide, your guides guide, and that would be a spirit guide communication reading. So when you call the shop, 814-254-4523, you'll get scheduled in with me. TJ, same thing. You're going to want to call the office, my shop. Angels cannot be, angels are not animal. They are a different species. Animals are us and we are them. They have a soul like us. Hey, let me sit there because I can't see everybody's.
No. You can pull up the side table. Hold on, guys. I don't have my glasses on, so you guys are going to have to bear with me.
Hold this.
No, I'm not holding that.
Wow. I was joking about the whole back thing.
Need help with some closure. Christina, same thing. Call the shop to get scheduled in, 814-254-4523. Tamika, your angels are always with you. You have there's specific angels assigned to you, just like guides. And if you have a soul contract, you have guides and angels and loved ones that are in support of that contract. We're still researching that, Teresa. Yeah, Nina, if she was busy on Earth, she's definitely going to be busy as a soul. Robin, same thing. You're going to want to inbox to get a reading. Or, I mean, call the shop, 814-254-4523. Guys, I'm not doing readings tonight. If you're looking for specific reading, please call the shop to get scheduled in. There's a difference between the spirit communication and the spirit guide communication. Spirit guide, we're going to be talking to your guides to get you answers for your life. Spirit communication, I'll be talking to your loved ones to communicate what they would like to say to you. Oh, Brenda, of course, you can put your crystals on display. I have mine on display. How do you be more aware of your spirit guides? Jolene, there's several things you can do. There's a meditation where I actually walk you right to them. It's on the website, thedivinemedium.com. And it's under, let me see. I moved it, so let me... I think it's under courses, if I'm correct. Yeah, under the courses tab, drop down to guided meditation. I walk you right to your guides. And how do you listen to them better is ask them a question. And the first answer you get, guys, I would keep a journal. Just like you're trying to have a conversation with somebody that, you know, you can't physically see, but it's telepathic. So what you're going to do is keep a journal of what they're saying back to you. It's always going to be the very first answer you get. So it's keeping track of what they're saying to you, and it's going to be a full message there. They'll talk in numbers. They'll talk in animal miraging. When you're driving, if you see you just happen to notice a license plate and the numbers pop out at you, that's going to be them showing you numbers. Rita, best stone, if only one stone to have. Black tourmaline.
Mom, you're so cute on your shawl.
Black tourmaline is a great one for protection. Amethyst. Do I have it in here? I don't think I have it in here. Amethyst is a great one to have for healing. You can stick it in your pillowcase to calm yourself, to sleep. If you put it in your pillowcase, you can sleep. Goldstone, I don't know if you can see how it sparkles. Goldstone helps with anxiety. It also helps with stomach issues. Corrine, yeah, Corrine. If her question was, when one passes away, can their spirit come back as an animal? Of course they can. How you want to learn is how you're going to learn. So you have those animals that act stupid and the ones that act human. The ones that act human have been human at some point in time, and they're coming back and decided they wanted to be an animal. It's the same thing with sexes. In heaven, there's no reproduction, so there's no real gender. You don't specify with a gender. However, you could push out a specific, more masculine energy and a more feminine energy, where in heaven I'm more male than I am female. So I'm going to come off very tomboyish here, which I am. I don't wear dresses and things like that.
Me too.
Yeah, Eden too. Thank you, Andrea. Brenda, you too, honey.
Anybody else have any questions for me?
Hold on. Have I written any books? I am a published poet. However, I am still working on my book. There is so much information. I'm finding it very difficult to sort it all out, to put it on paper. I'm really honestly looking for someone to just listen and then write it out for me. And I think we found someone, but I'm not sure. We're gonna kind of test the waters with that. Christine, they will come in your dreams. So if you like keep having dreams about spiders or snakes, things like this, or you keep having a dream about a deer, this is your spirit guide. If you keep seeing the same animal popping up, like Eden today, bird, rabbit, right now her guides are her animal guides are trying to talk to her through the bird, the guide, and the rabbit, the guide. Cindy's like, folks, get the spirit guide meditation. It's awesome. It really is. You guys really have to try it out. It's on the website. Again, Kim, to figure out your spirit guides and your angels, you want to do that meditation that's on my website. I do not implant or tell you who your guide is or who your angel is. They feel that is a sacred bond between you and them, and no one should be telling you who they are. No one. They want you to know that you're getting the truth from them by doing the meditation. There's no implanting. I'm just taking you on a route right to them. What you see is what they're showing you. I had nothing to do with that. No one had nothing to do with that. So it is you knowing deep down inside, I know I saw this from them and it wasn't told to me by anyone. Kim's like, I need lots of goldstone. I'm gonna kind of skip through because you guys are commenting a lot. Angela said she used the meditation. It was awesome. Rebecca, if you're looking for any kind of messages, you're going to want to call the shop to get scheduled in. And that number is 814-254-4523. What having dreams salvatory time like Underground Railroad? Jamie Jenkins, I'm not really following what you're saying. Guys, if you guys are having dreams, why don't you inbox me them and I'll be able to decipher them for you that way, so we're not using up all the feed. Guys, here's another thing. If you guys want me to do a reading, can you guys please stop telling me stuff? Like, I get people inboxing me, giving me like I don't need to know who it is that you're trying to contact. I don't need to know. They're gonna tell me through the connection. When I get people texting me saying, I lost 2 sons in December, I want to talk to them. I don't need to know that. Just inbox me, hey, I'm looking for this kind of reading. Don't tell me anything. You shouldn't be telling a medium anything. And second of all, if if you're talking more than the medium is in the reading, that's not reading, that's cold reading, okay? And you should also be able to talk, ask questions. You should be able to record the session. If they don't let you record, you're not dealing with the right medium. Again, if you guys are looking for questions, I'm not doing readings tonight, so you would have to call into the shop, 814-254-4523. Farah, are you on right now?
Mm-hmm. Did you get the flowers out of the car?
Not yet. I will after this.
Am I allowed to talk to them again?
Hold on, Eden. Hold on. I got all kinds of people asking me stuff. Hold on. Yeah, that's fine.
You want to go with people? I don't care.
The website's thedivinemedium.com. I'm going to see where Farah is.
Did you fart?
No.
Did you fart, Max?
Kim, yes it is. Michelle, yes, it is my livelihood, only because I was a forensic, well, my trait is a forensic psychologist. I cannot do that field because I am completely swamped and booked with readings and people wanting help, and I opened up a shop to do that, as well as sell metaphysical items that help with the healing process. So this is my livelihood. Farah is stuck in the cemetery with the spirits. I'm thinking that she is. Farah, you missed the joke. Honey, can you... Huh? You're kicking my chair. Kimberly, you inboxed me about a guy. I'm sorry. My team might have got that email. Maybe you might... Oh, wait. I think I do remember you sending me something. I'll have to reread that, but I think I was a little confused about your dream. It wasn't really following and making sense to me. Guys, again, I am not doing readings. If you are looking to get a reading, please, please, please call the shop, 814-254-4523. Do you know anything about it? Yes, I'm a crystal therapist. My rose quartz cracked. It's a necklace. When they crack, that means you are to split it off and give it to someone in need that's around you. So think of the person that they're trying to give that other piece to. Christina's amazing. She helped me and my family find my boxer, Stanley. Oh my gosh, I forgot about Stanley. Christina, how is he? Why do people believe that? Brian, I'm not sure. Yes, I do connect to animals. My gift is, everybody's gift is very, very different. No one has the same gift. That's why I don't associate with medium or psychic, because who cares you're a medium, who cares you're psychic. It depends on what makes you unique. You shouldn't be slumped into a little category over here with everyone else. I talk to the living and the dead, animals and living. I am the only medium as of right now, according to my producers, that talks to ICU patients. I can talk to them as they're in the ICU and express their wishes to their families. And the only way the family knows this is because I'm giving them specific things I don't even know about the loved one, and that's how they know that that loved one is talking to them. Please stop.
I want to get in the reaction.
Aiden, no, that's not why we're here. No, stop.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
That is, I will talk to you later about that. That is not why we're here. What if I ever... What if have never had a dream, or at least I do not remember any? Vicky, dreams are meant to give messages. If the messages are not being revealed, it's either you blocking them or you're not ready to face them. So it is more along the lines of opening that part of yourself when you're ready. Excuse me. You can use crystals to open that part of you up, like a selenite. Yeah, I know. Oh, Dana, thank you. Oh, Megan, thank you. Wait, you're sorry about what? I must have said something. I'm sorry. I don't know. I'm not following.
I'm good now. I can read stuff.
Christina is getting... Yes, I am getting a little overwhelmed.
Oh, hearts.
How do I use the K2? The K2, let's see. Okay, so we have the iPad plugged in, okay? So, is it lighting up? Oh, it should. Maybe it'll light up towards here. Okay, see how it's lighting? Oh, it's not going to work that way. Okay, I'm going up to my computer, and when I go up to an outlet, it lights up, okay? Now, when Spirit comes around, it should not be lighting up like this, okay? Well, it should be, but what I'm saying is, when it's not around electricity, it will light up when Spirit comes around. That's why. Gerard, you're cracking me up. Corinne, thank you for helping. Nobody can ever read me. D, I can read anybody. I don't really, if I hit a roadblock with somebody, it's usually, and I did have that this week, I'll explain how that works. I had a female come in, and to protect the reading, I'm not obviously going to give her, give you guys her name. She came in for a reading, and I had said to her, I was asking her questions, and she wasn't answering them properly, so we hit a roadblock. So I called my assistant Caitlin in, and she sat down, and I said, listen, I need to balance out the energies, figure out what's going on. I said, we're starting over. So I flipped the page, and I started over, and I said, okay, was this an accident? And she goes, no. And I said, would people think this is an accident? She said, yes. Okay, so I'm going to ask you again. Was this an accident? She goes, well, yeah. Okay, so this is when we hit a roadblock, okay? So this was an accident, and most people would think this is an accident. So it's trying to get her to understand how a reading works. So finally, when we got her in a smooth thing, then the reading kind of opened up, and it started going smoothly. This is the only time I would get a roadblock, is if the loved one is not cooperating with the reading. And then that's when I start going, okay, we're going to start over. This is what I'm being shown, and this is how you need to answer me. You can't give me this, I don't know, yes and no on the same exact question. It doesn't work that way. Okay, you guys are really, okay. Farah is my media PR, and she's going to kind of answer some questions, like I'm not doing readings tonight, and she's going to put the phone number up, the 814-254-4523, to call in and get scheduled. If you are international, you're going to want to inbox me or the Divine Medium page. One of the team members on my team will get a hold of you, okay? Again, guys, I'm not doing readings. We are simply just discussing things tonight. And if you're looking for a reading, please call the number 814-254-4523, or inbox if you're international. Inbox the Divine Medium page or my personal page. Yes. I'm going to scroll up a little bit. Jamie, thank you for saying that. That's very nice of you.
It does give me joy. I feel that everybody has something special about themselves, and that's what I'm going to be hitting, like it's going to be the core of my book, is that every one of you has something unique about you that is part of your mission, that like you don't have to feel lost, you don't have to feel alone, that there's something specific about you, and I want to try to help you guys figure that out. Local means U.S., yes. International means outside of the U.S. So if you are outside the U.S., obviously you can't call the shop. You can inbox the Divine Medium page, or you can inbox me. Why do we choose the bodies? Well, our bodies actually tend to be similar in every life. We tend to look very similar. I would show you a picture, but I'm on my phone right now, of one of my past lives. I do a side-by-side and can show you that. Is it possible for medication? Oh, Tiffany, yeah. I used to be on medication after my accident. And the reason being is because I passed away in 2009 and I came back. That's the reason for this book that I'm writing, is to explain all the places I went. How do I know all this stuff? It's because I remember it all. It's kind of like this. It's kind of like coming here without the veil. But I have to have some kind of filtration over me, or I would want to get the hell out of here and not want to stay here. I would be in spirit so badly that I wouldn't want to stay. So they have to have something over me to want me to stay here. However, the veil lifted for me, so I know so much. There's so much that I know, and it's very hard to get it all out. When was your accident? Oh, January of 2009 was my accident. My take on Jesus is, yeah, I know him. Oh, I wouldn't be confused about him, Ryan. I really wouldn't. Now, the Bible has kind of been switched around, things like this, and Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John were to keep you into the intermediate stage. The next levels were removed to take you to level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5, and this was supposed to kind of spring rocket you into your spirit walk, and this wasn't happening. So they put this beacon out that, you know, the lighted ones, the light beings, were to come onto earth and to express this. However, I'm not from here. Many of us have volunteered to come here, and I know that there's a lot of you guys out there trying to figure things out, and I can tell you a couple things about yourself that you probably are going to be shocked about. 1, you look to the sky and there's one specific spot you go to. 2, you burrow when you sleep. 3, your feet are cold at all times. 4, you tend to eat soft, smushy stuff, and there can't be anything grainy with that. 4 or 5, let me think. You're drawn to colors of purple and blue. Or you're on the other spectrum where you're attracted to orange, yellow, and red. It just depends on where you're from as to what's going on there. Rita, I would look towards the Dead Sea Scrolls. Mary Magdalene, the book of Mary Magdalene, the book of Barnabas, the book of Thomas. I would look to those. I have a galactic page for my galactic ones that I'm trying to help. It's called the Galactic Ones. I wanted to make it pretty simple. Kim, if it's yes to all, I would go to the page, the Galactic Ones, and Anthony, my take on diseases. Okay, now I'm going to try to help you with this, okay? I know the K2 is kind of lighting up because I'm going to start opening up to talk about this stuff, and when I talk about it, I have to have protection over what I'm saying. Okay, so this is how it works, guys, all right? Your soul contract that you came here with. It is a mapping that kind of goes all over the place, okay? It's not linear like this, okay? It's a big map, and it's written in like a script of gold. It's on a yellowy, orangey tinted cream paper. Let me answer this and I'll try to get back to your questions. Is there a reason why we're getting angry faces? Like, did I upset someone and I'm missing it? Farah, can you let me know what's going on? Just join the Galactic. Okay. Okay, so your soul contract that you came here with, all right? It is a big mapping. It's all over the place, okay? So, what is she saying? Who is it? Hold on, guys. Hold on, guys. I need to do something here. Bear with me. Guys, if you're going to be negative on this live feed, you can easily find your way back out. You don't need to be here. This is not for negativity. If you found the live feed, you found it for a reason, and I'm not here for negativity. So if you're here to push out negativity, you can easily very much leave. We don't need you here doing that. Farah, what time can you show me? I can't tell if I'm going up too far. Did I go up too far?
Deborah, you're a werewolf. I'm just kidding.
It's up a bit. Yeah, I'm going up. I just can't find it. Well, you know what? That's why it's here, Farah. It wants to distract me, so I'm not even... If I see it again, I'll just take care of it. Alright, so your soul contract that you came here with, it is mapped all over the place, okay? So this person leads you to this event, which leads you to these two people, which leads you to this event. So anything that... Yeah, Victoria, thank you. I was looking for it. I just can't find it. And so how you decide in your daily life what you're going to choose and what you're going to do is how it's going to play out. So say, for example, you have a relationship and you're deciding, you're on the fence about leaving it. So here you stay, here you leave. So say, let's say, for example, you want to leave. So if you leave, you're going off on this path, and then all these decisions create itself off this path. So this is total opposite from this decision over here, which maps out over this way, okay? So once you do that, you're creating another path, and then those decisions are creating, and then so on and so forth. So, and I know a lot of you guys might be, you know, there might be some psychics, and I'm not here to bash or attack anyone. I was just shown that with a soul contract, anything can change. So no one should be telling anybody what's in the soul contract, but rather guiding on the soul contract. So it's asking your guides, what options do I have right now? Like, what do I have going on? What do I have in my cards?
to know about? What do I need a heads up about? So if you were to photocopy your hand and then 3 months later did it again, these lines would change based off the decisions you're making, okay? This is what you could have done as opposed to what you are doing, okay? So when you're doing a reading with a psychic, they shouldn't be just simply telling you, but your guides are never going to tell you. They're going to give you options. Now, if you are in your head and say, for example, you get a pop-up, oh, I feel like I need to leave the person I'm with. That's okay. That's your guide saying, this is coming in divine timing. You asked for this right now. Right hand, contract, playing out. Left hand, what you could have done, okay? I know somebody had asked about that. The definitive of the soul contract is to learn from it, okay? That's the point. You have this buffet of stuff you wanted to experience. However, you can't do all that stuff in one lifetime. So you get all these different decisions. And when you pass away and you go back and you do your life review, because you will switch feet with people. You know, if you hurt somebody, you will eventually end up feeling it. If you kill an animal, you will feel it. If you pull a flower, you will feel it. The roles will switch. And you will feel, and that's the point. It's not God judging you. It's you judging yourself based off of your life review. And the only reason I know this is because when I was standing there doing it, I remember biting down on my sister's hand. This is like how we used to fight. And I couldn't look at whoever I was with because I felt everything my sister felt. Not the physical, you won't feel the physical blows, but you'll feel the emotional. And when I felt what I put her through, I couldn't even look at the person. If you knew somebody was just on a throne judging you, are you really gonna get it? It's not until you're in their shoes that you get it. Like you feel what they felt and you go, wow, I did not know I hurt you that bad. I am so sorry for that. I'm gonna try to learn from this and do better next time. Okay? And that's the point. So when you get this buffet of stuff, you not only get to see the life you did, but all the different lives you could have taken with the buffet of choices you wanted. Now, I know somebody had said, what about diseases and things like this? Because let's say, for example, you had cancer. Maybe you wanted to learn from it. Say, for example, you wanted a drug problem or an alcohol problem. The point of it is to understand how it affects people, how it affects you. How do you push out love from it instead of getting angry and kind of suffocating yourself? Because what happens when you're very sick and you're in a state of healing, it pulls in more light, or it should pull in more light, where you have this sense of understanding. And I think that people that lose their limbs and things like this, and they go out and they are positive and they say, listen, I just saw a little girl playing the piano on one of those shows on Facebook. You know, they did the whole yeah, but she played the piano. She had no arms and she had a couple toes. I don't think she even had legs. She went up there and played a beautiful song on the piano. This is what I'm talking about. They come through it with positivity and they say, listen, I lost everything, but I'm here to tell you it's not the end of the world. This is how we're supposed to learn. So the point of the life review and the soul contract, and the point, and I'm not again bashing any psychics, but I feel that if you're saying, oh, I see this, okay, but how do you know in what divine timing it's happening? So what someone should be doing is guiding you and giving you your guides are never going to tell you what to do. They're always going to give you the options that you need to know. So if I'm working with someone and they need to know options, I'm going to show every option they have available to them, but it's also up to you on how you want to learn from it. How are you going to choose from the options they provide? And when those options come to you, say for example, you are so exhausted from work and you just can't do it anymore,
Hold on. Are we having a problem again, guys? Farrah, we got to figure out a way to where you can deal with that.
Wait,
Because
go
you're
down.
down.
Oh my God, Mom! Really?
Well, honey,
There's a big capital letters.
Where? Can I wait? You're going too fast. I can't see.
I am right there.
Where? Where?
Oh no.
Hold on, guys. We are getting distracted by dark again.
Don't talk about it. Just do what you're doing.
No, because other people are getting... No, this happened last time, guys. Do you remember when we were doing the cleansing and we had a lot of dark coming on and causing problems? Well, I had a couple people say that they got off because they couldn't deal with it. And I'm not going to have dark deal with. I'm not going to have it on my live feeds. Fair, I can't find it. Yeah, I can't find him, Farrah. Okay. Guys, if you're feeling like negativity from, you know, that's when I'm going to just ask you guys to just push out your light and just ignore it. That's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to continue doing. It's not a big deal. Paige, you're going to want to go out and come back in. It's something with your internet, I'm guessing. Or it's probably the negativity trying to get into this. Eden, why don't you do me a favor? Go get my sage real quick. Right, Jessica, that's okay. We're going to push through it. It's alright. Because that's simply just dark. Do we know? Oh, there's the lighter. So we're just going to do this. I have a message to push out, and Dark knows how bad it does not want people getting help with what I know. And I was about to say the lighter is not working now. Paige, just give me a couple minutes. We're gonna do something real quick, and we're gonna deal with it. Okay?
The lighter's not on.
Yeah. Oh. Joan, good for you, honey. Bravo. Bravo. I'm giving you claps. I know. They're trying to keep me from lighting it. Because they know what I'm going to use it for. Linda, I don't think that's it. I think what it is I have a very strong message. I died in a car accident just so I can come back to give this message. And Dark knows what I came here to do. And they're not gonna stop me from giving these messages out. It's not gonna stop. They're not gonna stop me. I'm sorry. There's too much stuff that I know that can help your lives, that can help you not be alone, not be afraid. Fear is a disease on this planet. It is so bad. And if you guys knew who you were in heaven, you would not let any fear or dark push into your lives whatsoever. Deborah, you go, girl. You go. I love it. You guys are awesome. I love it. Just keep pushing out positivity, honey, guys. I'm telling you, just keep doing it. When I go into a house, I gotta tell you guys that the third time I went into a house, it was a third house I went into, and it was another person I was with, and he was driving, and he said, "Did you hear what I just heard?" And I said, I heard something, but I want to get what you heard first, just so that I'm not going crazy. And he goes, "Did they just call you the demon hunter?" And I was like, "You heard that too?" So yeah, they gave me a name, because when I go into a house, I'm going to tell you a little background of when I came back, okay, from my accident in 2009. I possess certain books in heaven, okay, that rid dark from places. You cannot use one prayer for, like, Michael, okay? Or, I mean, you can't use Michael's prayer for, like, Gabriel or Raphael, or, you know, there's certain prayers that you use for certain things or entities or beings, okay? So when I go into a house and I know what's there, why it's there, who it's targeting, why it's targeting them, I will have that specific wording from the books that I remember here. It's a database that I just flick through and I find what I need. And that's how I rid them from a house. I've never, ever had a call to come back to a house. When I go in, it is done. I am done. And I don't go in all like Thor and whatnot.
Did you read that?
No, it's backwards. When I go in, I go in like Jesus, very calm, very monotone, because if you act up, they feed off that. They love it. When you guys are arguing in your lives,
Oh my gosh.
when you guys are arguing in your lives, like say for example, you're just standing there and you're arguing with someone. Think of it this way. Just imagine, while you're in the middle of the argument, just imagine somebody back here going, yeah, keep fighting. Yeah, tell her this. Oh yeah, tell him that. Da, 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 da. This is demonic making you guys, okay? Say for example, you have somebody, maybe you're trying to quit smoking, okay? You have, just as you have light, you also have dark assigned, okay? They have their assignments, okay? Fear is very negative. It's also very much of a disease here. And you're sitting there and you're like, I can't do this. I can't smoke. I can't smoke. I can't do this. You have demonic going, yes, you can. You can smoke. Just one more smoke. It's okay. You can do it. It's trying to get you to hurt yourself, okay? And until you start seeing what's going on over here in the outskirts of your aura and your life, then you're definitely going to start taking control and going, back off, I'm done, I'm not dealing with you anymore. And you start cutting the strings to negativity and drama in your life. People that cause drama in your life, just start separating. I know a lot of it has to do with family. I've had to walk away from family, guys. I wouldn't be sitting here right now talking to you if I listened to my family, because when I came out, it literally was like coming out gay. My family's very well known in the towns around here. My cousin's the state representative, great man, love him to death. Hope, thank you. I don't like taking credit, actually, Hope. I literally, the message I came back, the message is God. Everything that he created in heaven is all his. He did it for us. I feel like it's, just think of the biggest present you've always wanted at Christmas time. He's handing it to us with no pretense, no backstory, no nothing, just handing it to us. Yes, I've had to walk away from family because it is really hard when, you know, they can't see eye to eye with you. Maybe you have a lot of family that just is causing drama, or they talk about how much material items they have and, oh, look at you, you don't have anything. Those are the kind of people you kind of just have to pull away from and just say, listen, I don't really need material items to make me happy. I mean, my family makes me happy. My husband makes me happy. My kids make me happy. I don't need to go out and buy the fanciest stuff. I don't need it. Right, Tawny. I did for a little bit too. I pulled away from my parents, and my dad was my best friend. You know, it's hard. They're just now, after 2 years, coming around. My mom's been in and out of my shop a couple times. My dad came to the shop a couple times, because I think that they see around town, because this is a small town, everybody talks, that I'm not out to hurt anybody. I don't advertise my shop. I get tons of people coming in going, I didn't even know you were here. How long have you been here? And I'm like, almost 4 years. And they're like, what? So, yeah. Oh, Deborah, we're letting that go. Deborah, we're just ignoring them. It's negativity. They know the message I have to come here with, and it's not going to stop me. A little angry face is not going to stop me. I'm sorry. That's the babyest way to get at me. I'm serious. It's the stupidest way to get at me. We're just going to ignore them. Tim, are you talking about like weed and mushrooms? Like, I've never done any of that stuff. If it was made in the ground, I'm sure that, you know, God put it there to maybe use it as medicines. I know that weed is okay. However, it's just like alcohol and things like this. You can't take it to an excess. It's there to, okay, so you say, for example, you have somebody that has tremors, really, really bad tremors. And God created all these different plants, all these different weeds to help you. Not only that, he made herbs, he made oils, things like this to help you. I'm from Johnstown. My shop is, it's a metaphysical shop. I came out as medium. I hate that word. I hate the word psychic too. It's just, I don't like being categorized. Everybody's gift is different. Mine's different from everybody else's. And I don't feel like anybody with a gift should be categorized. Everyone is unique. Somebody that paints is unique. Okay, your snoozer went off, Eden. So everybody's unique, and everybody should understand what their unique soul contract is. Shirley, guardian angels are angels. Let me put it this way: angels are not guides. They have never been human. They cannot guide you on a human soul contract. Only your spirit guides can do that, because they've been human. They know what it's like. They know how to do all these things. They're the ones guiding you. Your angels simply protect, and your loved ones can't guide you or anything like that. All they can do is support you when you need supported. They're like kind of like your cheering squad. Okay. Deanne, I don't know what "we are snowflakes" means. Now, there is volunteers. The beacon went out. The volunteers are here. We are here. We've tapped down. We are here now for you, to assist with you. There is 144 of us. Where have you guys heard that number before? Okay. The 144 has tapped down. We are here. We are the second wave and the third wave. The first wave, most of them are already gone and left. But the second wave and the third wave being the kids playing Choplin at age 3, doing math problems that scientists can't even figure out. It's just, Kim, we're just gonna ignore it, honey. I love you to death. We're just gonna ignore it. Okay? Kimberly. You're cracking me up. Guys, yeah, maybe next time we'll do the cereal. We'll make it fun. I got hungry one time, guys, doing a live feed, and my team and some of my followers, they always go, "Hey, go get some cereal." And then we started this whole "let's eat cereal while we're doing live feed." So whoever doesn't get that joke, you got it now. But yes, the 144 has tapped down. We are here. We are not from here, but we are tapped down, and we are here to best assist you. We are the lighted ones. There's many of them. However, there is many of them pretending to be the light ones. So I need you guys to, you know, be aware, watch for them, and pay attention. Estrina, you are always beautifully late. You're fine. Jesse Smith, I think I missed your, yes, this is a K2 meter. Jesse, I think I missed your comment where you said about it scaring you. Marissa, when an angel appears to you, and I think that's a beautiful thing. That's them showing you, hey, listen, you're being protected. We're right here for your assistance. Listen, guys, your angels and your guides cannot intervene unless asked. Okay? They cannot intervene unless you're in your head and you're asking for their help. They cannot intervene. When you ask them for something, it has to be in divine timing. So if you're like, why isn't this happening? Why isn't it showing up? It's because it has to, we're on their time, not ours. The spirit guides are amazing. Now, guys, there is a spirit guide meditation. No one should be telling you who your guides are, or who your angels are. They want to know this is a sacred bond between you and them. They want to know that you're getting this information true and of true nature, not being implanted. The meditation I have on my page, thedivinemedium.com, under the courses tab, drop down to the guided meditation. That's incorrect. Angels do not judge, and you are now blocked because that is incorrect and that's negative pushing out. I am sorry. If I see any negative stuff, we are not dealing with it.
What'd she say about angels?
Angels sit there and judge. No, they do not. God is the only one that judges. We judge ourselves by the nature of our life review of understanding it. Honestly, guys, if you're going to be negative, this is not the place to do it. I am not your typical medium out there. I will block you and I will delete you. You are not to be on my page. I don't deal with it at all. Sorry. I don't deal with dark. And they know that I don't. So if you're here for positive, then you can continue joining in. I love it. So I'm messing with my cards. So guys, if you're feeling lost and you can't figure out your way, I would start talking to your guides, start understanding and getting to know them. Get on the website, try the meditation. Everybody loves the meditation. You can ask I think whoever has done it on here will, you know, we don't sugarcoat poop. Farrah. Oh, Heather. Yeah, Zoe's probably, yeah, white light or white balls is usually mostly energy of angel pushing out positive or trying to protect. If you're seeing orbs of like reddish orange or like green, yeah, green light means no spirit activity right now. I'm not talking to anybody to really make this all juicy right now. If you guys just ordered the meditation, just give me till I can get off of here to send it to you.
You got a copy, Heather.
Wait, what?
Heather.
I already talked to her about it.
No. If you were saying red words and different colored words, you just stopped talking.
Blue is Raphael, green is Gabriel, and you're gonna see like a reddish orange with Michael. Eden, do you have your phone? Can you get on Facebook real quick on the live feed for me?
I'll watch your back.
No, I need you to get on it now because I need to look up something. Hold on, guys, real quick.
Just booking it up.
No. I need you. Come here, please. I need you to do me a favor. I need you to find that. Okay? Michael is the angel that deals with dark. That is my go-to. That is who is assigned to me. The white orbs are spirits. There's different kind of orbs. If you got like the fuzzy and almost you can see through the orb, that's going to be spirit. If it's solid white, that's going to be angel. You can also blow up an orb, and most of the time with the orbs, if they're that hollowy looking figuring of orb, you're going to see a face or faces within the orb. That's how you know it's spirit, and you can most likely figure out who that is to you. Michael does not... Where, honey?
I can't go up anymore.
No, it's down. You're going to... Oh, wait, that's weird. Oh, I know why. Never mind. I know why. Because we're live. So... Adriana, I think I missed your comment. I am actually putting a halt on the evaluations. I have hundreds to go through. The galactic candle, I don't have it here with me, but I I know the galactic symbols. I know the galactic areas that we go to or we can learn from. There's multiple universes, guys. This is not the only one. I remember after passing, seeing multitudes of different places, and it was just, it's kind of like a video that played and it was like swing, 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 and I just saw all these different places that we can learn from and go to, and I got feelings from them. Oh, this one's peaceful. Oh, this is more technology based, and oh, this is this and this is that, and I got to see all these, and I know the different symbols that most of these galactic beings communicate with. So I put them on a candle. I put them on a candle for you. And the symbols are very different to everybody. Your candle's not going to be the same as anybody else's. And it's on the website under the shop tab, the galactic candles. And all you do is tell me what you want the candle to do, and I will put the galactic symbols for that candle to do that specific thing for you, okay? So I've had people inbox me and say, why is it vibrating so bad? It's because of the symbols. I can't go too deep or it might give you a migraine. So I have to watch how I carve the symbols into the candle. Phasm, you can just inbox me. I'll be able to help you with that. The big blue light is healing, Shauna. If you are going through meditation and you're maybe going through some mental or physical problems, that blue light will switch to from the white light to the blue light to start healing you, to help with healing. So maybe your guides feel that your angels should be helping you more with healing than having just the white protective light. The white light is for protection. Lindsay, yeah, I don't talk about the galactic candles too much. They're a lot of work to make. When I get an order in, it takes me literally almost 2 weeks to make them for one person, because I'm communicating and I need to make sure that the symbols are correct for that person and it's not going to mess them up. So I take my time with the candles. That's why I don't advertise them, because they take forever to make. Some take like 3 days, some take a week. So I think the most that I've made one was 2 weeks. Everybody is assigned angels. You don't just get one angel. There's no guardian angel. There's one main angel and there's one main guide. Mine is Maria. You can have tons of guides. Say, for example, you suddenly start painting and you can start getting creative. Your creative guide starts stepping forward and they deal with you. And when you're done with that stage of your life, you kind of pull back. They pull back. And then your main guide comes forward. This is how they work. Your guides and angels switch in and out depending on what you're doing in your life. They don't all just stand there and go, okay, we're all going to help you right now. Okay? Oh, Eden is on my page talking to myself.
Yeah, I'm talking to my mom. Yeah.
Eden, that's why you can't look. You have to log out and get in your name to look at the live feed, I think is why you couldn't.
I didn't see the live feed. I'm on live feed right
Yeah,
now.
under my name.
I know.
I know.
That means I can delete people who are being nasty.
Yeah, but however, you can't find him because you're not on your Facebook.
Well,
Tiffany, I do not do tarot. If the way it was shown to me, if you are dealing with any kind of negative cards in your deck, like death, things like this. Honey's sick,
sorry.
come on. Anything like this, you are not dealing with the correct communication. Light is not going to deal with negative and give you good answers. It doesn't. You can't have light and dark at the same time. It does not work that way. Stay on it, Eden. Yeah, she cracks me up. Eden cracks me up. I love it. So what I'm going to suggest, if you guys are drawn to the tarot, I would get more of an oracle deck that is set up
like a tarot. Okay, so there is a deck by I believe it's Doreen Virtue. She makes a fairy deck and an angel deck, but it's sorted out like a tarot, but it's positive. There's no negative cards within it at all. Okay, so if that's the kind of setup you want, I would go more oracle, guys. So you're gonna get more of a positive. You're gonna get options rather than being told. Just watch what you're bringing into your life, because when you're sitting there saying, man, I keep getting headaches, man, my stomach hurts all the time, man, I feel so tired all the time, why is this person always attacking me? Watch what you're bringing into your life, because that's what might be spewing up all this stuff. Kind of take up an account for what is going on. My cards do not have anything negative in it. It doesn't have a tarot setup either. So I have a painter that is working on my cards, my deck. I will have at least 3 decks coming out, one for my galactic ones, one for just regular readings, and then I'm kind of up in the air on the 3rd one a little bit. I don't know where I want to go with that. But you're not, with my decks, you're going to have to know what you're doing. You're going to have to know that you're communicating with your guides. You can't just sit there and read a book. Okay, these cards are there is going to be a deck for regular people, but the one that I have suited and ready, set, go for the ones reading for other people, you're going to have to know what you're doing. You're going to have to make sure you're hearing messages from your guides. You can't just sit there and read a book with my cards. It's not going to work. You have to communicate with your guides for the readings to go the way they do. Phasm, my website is thedivinemedium.com. And I know I've just seen a couple notifications of you guys getting the meditation. If you're getting the meditation, just give me till after here to send it to you, and give me till tomorrow, because I'm guessing I'm going to get a lot of emails again. Anytime I do one of the live feeds, I have to take off like a week or 2 because I'm so bombarded with emails. My team is trying to keep up with the emails. The black tourmaline does work. I have it from the Walking into the Woods Tonight episode on the live feed. So black tourmaline, no one goes into an investigation with me without this attached to them. They have to wear this. I'm going to suggest another thing for people that absorb energy, that is taking in people's crap like a sponge all day, especially you empaths. I don't like categorizing you guys, but the ones that feel other people. Sea salt baths. Submerge yourself in sea salt baths. I make a specialty, my own creation. I have my own line of the Divine Medium sea salt blends. They're on the website. You can check those out. But if you don't want to go that route with having a specific one with oils and herbs in it, and you just want to do straight sea salt, you can. And you can put tumbled crystals in the water with you. They'll help, like putting a black tourmaline tumbled. If you put the raw, it's going to break up. It's not going to work for you. It'll just break up into pieces, and it's not good. Angela, that's okay. You can inbox me. Eventually, me or somebody on my team will get back to you. We don't just ignore messages. So, I hope tonight helped you guys. I want to keep... Lisa, use Angelic Eden, it's T-A-R-O-T. You put treats. She's so dang cute, I can't take it. She's so cute. You can do it on your feet. That's fine. I do that when there's a full moon out. I will put my feet in like a basin with my sea salt blend. I do that. That's fine. Everything comes in and out of the foot. Teresa, you don't want people telling you who you are. You want to connect with your guides and make sure that you're getting the information straight. You can do an evaluation with me where I can tell you there's specific key points. If you're Pleiadian, these key points
would be marked off. If not, then I can help you figure out where you're from. For now, I would suggest joining the Galactic Ones page. That's my page. It's called the Galactic Ones. There's also Divine Healing and Love page. And the Mentoring Medium page is for the my students, Mentoring Medium, or anybody looking to become a student. It's fine. I'm not really worried about it. Lisa, that's fine. When you do healing, you can use any means, whether it be angel. I know one guy in particular that calls upon spirit of doctors that doctors that passed away, and he'll call upon, you know, doctors to do that and help him with that. Kimberly Ann, honey, Kimberly Ann, it's just pages on Facebook. All you do is go into the search box and put the Galactic Ones, Mentoring Medium, the Divine Medium, Divine Healing and Love. It's just getting it into the search and typing it out. It'll pop right up for you. Let me get through this year, Victoria. It's bad. Like, I can't keep up with the evaluations. I have them scheduled, and just as I'm getting close to getting a few done, more are piled up from the next week, and it's following the week after, and it's been pretty bad. I've been having a hard time keeping up with them. There's over 300 questions on the evaluation, and I don't just measly go through it in a couple hours. This takes a while for me to get through them. Nancy, I love you, honey. I love you. Candace, no one should be afraid to pass away. Heaven is where we go. We come here to learn. This is the Harvard of all the realms, guys. It is the most weighed down. It's the most heaviest. When popping out of the body here, it feels so light. It feels completely amazing when you're coming out of the body. And then having to go back, it's like putting dirty clothes back on. It is completely heavy, and I can't explain it. It does feel like jumping back into a pool, though, like you're getting submerged. And my phone's about to die, and I need it. Can I borrow that?
Why is everybody's phone dying?
I know. It's because of the spirit. I need to plug my phone in, though.
Oh, my phone is on 10.
Sorry, guys. I need to plug you in. Alright. Okay, there you guys are. Okay, so I'm gonna kinda I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I'm probably gonna have to turn it this way. Alright, maybe not. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Okay, I'm gonna have to just hold it because this isn't working for me. Okay. Okay, soulmates are anybody that you've had a past life with that's maybe in your soul family. Like, say for example, your best friend, your mom. Say for example, you meet somebody and you're like, wow, I really know you. You feel so familiar to me. That's a soulmate. Twin flame is totally different. It's one soul split into two. Female and male version of that soul split into two. So they're going to have exact same likes, the exact same taste in food. Everything's going to be identical. They're going to read each other's thoughts. Most of the time, twin flames do not work out. And that's only because one or the other's ego is a little higher, and that's still being learned from. So one or the other ruins the relationship. Most of the time, one or the other is married and you can't be with them. It makes it very difficult. If a twin flame is coming into play together, there's a mission that needs to be done. That is why it's coming into play. Kim, yeah, that's a very good explanation to the body going back into, or the soul going back into the body. It does feel like a pool of water. I didn't feel really more ice. I just felt like a chill, but it wasn't really like being in ice water. That's the only difference that I can't compare to. Let's see. Jackie, what do I do? Jackie Frommer. What do I do? I do a lot of stuff. I'm very tired. Very tired. If you have crystals, put them under your phone on each side of the charger. Really? That really works? I gotta try that, Andrea. I gotta try that. I know, I see you, honey. I have to get through these. Hold on. Lindsay, not necessarily. It's just that, let me put it this way. Remember how I said in heaven you can push out more of a male energy, you can push out a more female energy. Here it's the same thing. You might have a twin flame that's both male and male, but one of the males is more feminine than the other male. Okay? It kind of goes like that. Okay, I am... Wait a minute, did you bring the cat in here? Eden.
Ren, what are you doing in here?
We're like, I know, I see.
Ren.
Wait a minute, did you bring the cat in?
What are you doing, Rennie?
He's my handsome man. Where is heaven? Heaven is not...
Peter's going crazy.
Heaven is not up. It is 3 to 5 feet away. It is not up. It is literally like a hop and a skip to the next, to the next room. Earth is not flat. Okay. Don't know where that's coming from.
Rennie, what are you doing down there?
He's so cute. He's freaked out.
He's usually in Mommy's bedroom, huh?
Heaven is very much amazing. Candace, I would pray to whoever you feel comfortable with. Jesus is very real. I promise you that. He was an amazing teacher. He had a way of secluding you out from everyone else when he was talking to you, and almost like everything left the area and it was just you and him, and you got very light, like you were floating on a cloud, but then when you would look around you knew you were on the ground. I can't explain it. And he could take someone's light and say, for example, their light wasn't bright or it was dull, and he would talk and mentor, kind of like what I'm doing with you guys, and he would take their light and just, it would be like Christmas bulbs. By the time he was done, they would light up like little Christmas bulbs, and their dull light would not be dull anymore. He was giving them hope. He was showing them the true way of how things are. The biggest concern I have when I came back was how religion has controlled how all of you can live your lives. Okay, I'm going, again, we're going to block and delete. I'm not going to deal with negativity or nonsense. I'm sorry, guys. I got off topic with Jesus. Okay. So Jesus, he just had a way of it's hard to talk about without getting emotional. He knew how to lift someone, how to take them off earth and put them in heaven just by having a simple conversation with him. It is remarkable, but I got what he was getting. I understand what he was doing when he was here. When you have
a organization trying to control. Eden, give me 1 minute. When you have an organization trying to control a mass amount of people, because this is the thing that I noticed when I was in heaven. There was no desk in heaven that said, "Hey Catholic, this way," because I grew up Catholic. There was no tunnel that said, "Hey Jews, this area over here." There was no segregation. There was no breaking up of religion. When I was going through my life review, I was asked not what my denomination was, but rather, how did I show love in that instance? You know, what are you learning from love by reviewing this part of your life with this person? And many of you, and I'm going to explain this real quick, many of you have gotten, after someone passes away, you have gotten old memories you wouldn't have thought of in a long time just pop out of nowhere. That is because your soul is just like an atom. It breaks up into little particles, okay? It goes and does all these different learnings and goes all over the place and gets to learn. Because if you're made in God's soul image, not his image, his soul image, and he can go everywhere, so can you, okay? So I'm getting off topic because Eden's walking around. Eden, I need you to stop doing that, please. Okay, so when you break up into this particle and you get to do all these things, you get to experience all these things, okay? And I just forgot what I was talking about. Okay, let me try to, because every time Eden was coming in, it was throwing me off, and I can't even recollect what I was talking about. Okay, so the point I was trying to make was, you know, when Jesus was here, he was running from the priest. Like, he got it. He understood what they were doing here, and he wanted nothing to do with them, because he knew from heaven how it really is, okay? And oh, that's what I was trying to say. Okay, so with the soul contract, with the soul life review, when you're getting all these memories after someone passes, it's because your part of your soul is standing there with them, going through that part of their life that they experienced with you. That's why it's popping up and you're suddenly remembering it, because your soul is there going through it with them and helping them understand how you felt during that. I know, it's light enough. Yes, you have to think of this life as a school, because that's simply what it is. Oh, thank you, Nancy. It's the gift that I have is just this message that I came back with, is to show you guys how it really is. Jesus ran from priests. He wanted nothing to do with them. He knew the truth. He knew what they were up to. He knew what they were doing to people, and he was coming here with a message just like I am. I don't associate with a church or anything like that, because I know how it really is. Okay, the church was meant to be a gathering of like-minded beings to talk about things. It had nothing to do with money. It had nothing to do with controlling people's lives, telling them they couldn't get married, or they couldn't get this done with their lives, or they had to go do this with their lives, or telling people that their babies are going to die if they don't get baptized, which is ridiculous, because the way it showed me was then a stillborn or a miscarriage would go to hell because they came into life, they didn't get baptized. My son didn't get baptized, and he was sitting on my lap on a Snapchat, and I got him recorded on a Snapchat sitting in the car singing with me on my lap in full view for all of you guys to see. That's on my wall. You can go look at it yourself. He didn't get baptized, and he's not in hell. Okay, this is the kind of nonsense they put in your head. And I'm not here to change anybody. I mean, there's most likely a lot of churches out there that are very good people, but when they sit there and start judging gays and telling people their babies are going to die, I'm sorry, that's when I have to shut it down and walk away and say, you're full of shit. I'm sorry, you're full of shit. And I'm not dealing with that. So my point was, you know, Jesus was here to give a message to show exactly, heaven is not a religion. His death was not a religion. It was all about love. And when I was going through my life review, when I passed away in 2009, I wasn't asked what my religion was. I was asked, how did I show love? How did I gain love? What am I learning from this experience through love? It was just like that. That's how it was. That's how you are to learn. You guys are all actors and actresses in a play, playing a part. You're okay. So say for example, I have a mother that has OCD, and she's hard to get along with sometimes. Negative at most, complains a lot. But she agreed to all that. That was in her little script of, oh, I'm gonna be negative, I'm gonna be this way, I'm gonna be this way. And here's me over here, well, I'm gonna learn from it this way, and I'd like to learn it from this way. So we all agreed to do all this, okay? Nothing happens without agreement or being agreed upon. Okay, so let me use an example. So say for your example, you're in a play, and maybe you're a clown, and you have to dress up like a clown in a play, and you have to be a certain way, so you're like this grumpy clown that smokes. You don't, after the play is done, go home and continue being the grumpy clown that smokes. Your family's gonna look at you like, what are you doing? Okay? So once you leave here, you drop that role and you become the true soul that you were in heaven. Okay? When you come here, you agree to be a certain way. So when you have somebody in your life, look at them and go, okay, I know you're supposed to be this way, but let me figure out what am I supposed to learn from this? Like, take a step back and go, okay, why? Let me use an example. My mother, how I said about her being difficult. There was a reason why I agreed to her being difficult. Let me see if I can, without having to, sorry guys, because I was getting kind of sick of holding this. Huh? Oh, that was not supposed to happen. That's not going to work. I don't think that's going to work at all. Oh, wait, maybe it will. You're just going to have to look at my ugly ceiling. Okay, so I chose my mother because she was difficult, and it actually helped me. And it took me a lot of years to kind of step back and go, okay, why, if we agreed upon these contracts, why in the hell did I pick my mother? Okay, so, because I get along great with my dad. He's very laid back, he doesn't give me any problems, he doesn't complain, he's just awesome. But he really didn't teach me anything. I mean, he taught me how to look for a mate that was kind of like him, which I do. I have an amazing man in my life who's laid back, and he's just kind of like my dad, that's why we get along. And that's how I got along with my dad. But my mom, the reason I agreed to do it with her was because in my line of work, I can deal with some difficult people. I get the people that don't listen to me. I will repeat things over and over again. Your guides are saying this. Your loved one is saying this. But I don't. And I'm like, your guides are saying this. Your loved one's saying this. So it goes on and on like this, and they still don't get it. They're not listening to me. And it gets frustrating. So that was where my mom's role came in, was me having patience with difficult people. And this is where I'm learning with my mom, is to have patience with her as well. So you kind of have to take a step back and just understand why it's happening. Jesus had a big part in the Bible. I think that he, wanted people to know his story, but it doesn't go into the core depth of who he is. He had a very long life with John the Baptist. I remember being, at the school. We went to a sort of school that wasn't talked about. It was a very spiritual school. People suffer here because they want to learn. I'm going to kind of move ahead here. And it's not dying slowly, Lou. Here's what happens with the body. When you have somebody that passes young or passes tragically, that's because they agreed to leave at that specific time, and their cord had to be shut and cut off. So something major had to hit the system and cut the cord. With loved ones, that are passing at old age, that means because the body is weighing down, it's so much easier for the soul to just let go of the body and go, okay? And when you have a soul that is suffering, they agree to that. They agree to say, okay, I want to see what happens to my body when I'm going through cancer. I want to learn from the people around me. I want to see how loving a community can come together and learn from a child having cancer. This child agreed to have cancer, and this is just an example. A child agrees to have cancer because maybe she's meant to touch like a whole floor of a hospital, okay? Maybe not the whole world. Maybe she's just meant to touch a whole bunch of nurses because maybe those nurses were having a hard time with maybe their money isn't getting sent to them. Maybe they're having problems with the hospital and they're at a brink of giving up and not working at that hospital anymore. And this child that has cancer suddenly changed all that for them. And she's saying to them, don't give up on us. It's not about money, okay? So it's things like this. We are to learn from every instance, whether it be a disability, a disease, things like that. Same thing with suicide. Suicide and overdoses is the biggest thing that I deal with, or mothers that lose children, because I lost one, and that's when a lot of mothers started coming to me. When you have somebody that overdoses or commits suicide, you have somebody that's very young. It's a very young soul. They're not wise in their learning of carnation to understand what goes on, and they suddenly say to themselves, I can't do this anymore. I did not realize how horrible it is here. I need to go back. So when you have an overdose, it's technically their guides and their angels saying, okay, you're not learning the way you were meant to. You aren't agreeing upon what you're supposed to be agreeing upon. Let's bring you back. Let's get you healed up, and let's figure out what you want to do next from that point on. Suicides do not go to hell. Overdoses don't go to hell. They go to a place called plateau. It's a very calming state. It's a very relaxed state where they review their life review, understand it. Why are they there? What didn't they learn? Why are they, why was it cut short? Because no matter how you choose on your soul contract, there is going to be an end date, okay? No matter where you go, okay? So if you have somebody going this route instead of down here, and they're going this route, this end date is going to happen. If they're down here, this end date is going to happen. Because when you have an entry, you have to have an exit. You cannot stay here. You're not meant to. You come here to learn, that is it, and you get out. Okay, so I wanted to kind of go back to talking about Jesus, because I know you guys had some questions about him, but there's so many things you guys don't know about him. Like in the Bible, they have him sitting, I don't know if you guys remember in the Bible where he's sitting on the steps of the temple and he's discussing things with the priest there. They have him at age 12 in the Bible. He was actually 10 when he was doing that. Like, there's little minor things that they're getting not even close to right. There's many things, like they don't even discuss the schooling he went to. They don't discuss that he traveled to so many places to learn all these things about different religions. Like his biggest thing is when he came here, he wanted to learn. Eden, you're gonna have to put the phone number.
Yeah, what is it?
814 254 4523. 4523. Stephanie, if he died young, there's very much a chance that he could come back. Most of the time they don't. They chose to be, like, say for example, if he passed away at 3 or 4 or 5, those normally don't come back. Sometimes they can. It's totally up to them. No one's going to say no to that. but it's up to them if they want to. But most of them don't, because they had learned from that. They agreed to that short little life because their path was specifically meant to touch multiple lives and then leave. If you notice, guys, that most young children that leave, they have at some point in time touched multiple lives, and that was the point. They were to push out this vibration that just hit so many people at so much at one time, and then they were to leave. That was it. That's what they were meant to do. Yes, Natasha, that is very correct, because here's the point with coming back into a life. You cannot go to 6th grade until you finish 5th grade, okay? You have to learn all these things. You're going to repeat relationships over and over and over again until you learn. And until you do, then it stops. Miscarriages, my son was, what they're called is, they're called pure souls. Sorry, I went blank for a minute. They're called pure souls. They have a very short mission. My son Leo was one of them. I wouldn't have known that I had a mass in my uterus unless he came. I wouldn't have known at all. I would have probably been way worse off. The ones that live into their hundreds, they agreed to that. They wanted to know what it was like to stay that long. Maybe they had so much stuff they wanted to experience that's how long it took. Christine O'Toole, you're welcome, honey. I could go on forever about him. I really can. I remember the life I had with him. I remember how he was in heaven. When he was here, you literally kind of had to lean in to pay attention to what he was saying. His voice was very monotone, but excitable in the same sentence. I don't know how to explain it other than that. But that's what I remember about him, is just having to really pay attention to his words, because that's how monotone he was. You really had to kind of lean in and pay attention. This is mind-blowing, Lou. I was in a very toxic relationship, but it was suicidal. I had him, and I put all... Jessica, that's awesome. That's amazing. You should definitely give yourself credit. He definitely saved you. You definitely have to look at it that way. And I love that you guys are interacting with each other. This is why I created the Divine Healing and Love page. And it's ampersand, it's not like A and D. This is why I made that page, so that you guys can all get to know each other, be friends. You guys, I'm telling you, with the 280 that are sitting here with me, you guys all have amazing stories, and they collaborate so well together. You all are going through similar things, and that's why I made that page, the Divine Healing and Love page. I made that page just for you guys, so that you guys can all become friends, get to know each other, and love each other, and support each other. You guys are all going through the same stuff. Karen, yes, he did. That's kind of where I learned how to teach in parables as well. Yeah, he taught in parables, and I follow that kind of teaching as well. Victoria, to a sense, he was more of a teacher. Joseph remarried Mary. He was married once and had a son, Joseph Jr., I guess if you would call it that nowadays. He did have a son, so Jesus did have a half-brother, and then his brothers and sisters from Joseph and Mary. And Joseph, his older brother from Joseph's first marriage, he was very drawn to his niece, who was Joseph's daughter. He was very, very... are you talking about Jesus? He was married to Mary. Colleen, yes, she would be very correct in that nature. He was married. Taylor, you actually don't forget your purpose. If you're feeling lost at this point in time, it's not forgetting your purpose. It's probably most likely because your guides are trying to reroute you on a purpose and give you a better one to look at. There might be raising your vibration to see different ways to do your life. Lou, the ages that are in heaven, they're really, it goes by soul age. So say, for example, I'm very, very, like Jesus, he's had multiple lives. So he's at like 35, 36, maybe 34. Like the age that we look. Now, you guys have to remember, we don't look like this, okay? This is how this goes. This is your soul. And no, I'm not doing your soul on drugs because I'm holding an egg or a round ball. This is your soul. This is your soul on drugs. All right, I had to make that joke. That was funny. Okay, so this is your soul, and this body goes over your soul like a costume, okay? When your costume is done, everything that it had its ailment, I get all the time, oh, is he walking again? Yeah, because that was with the body. That stays here. The body couldn't walk. The soul's free. Woo! It gets to go do stuff. And yeah, it gets to walk. Okay? So it does all these things. Your body has ailments, and the ailments stay here with the body. It lets go, and all that crap stays with the body. The soul does not touch or feel any of that stuff ever again. But you have to remember, this is a vessel we put on. Your soul is a light. Now, your soul contains like an age of data. So Jesus would be at the max, or, I mean, I'm pretty sure he could do some more lives and learn more, but he decide, you know, it's up to him to decide whether he does or not. But like my son is like in age 3 or 4, like he's still younger in his soul age. So let's do it this way. Okay, so your first life, I'm going to use a baby as an analogy. This is where the parables come in, a sort of example parable. So you have a baby coming into a first life, and this is the baby. The baby rolls over. Okay, your second life, the baby's walking. The third life, the baby's eating. Okay, see how the baby is growing as each life takes place? The baby crawling, life over. The baby walking, life over. The baby eating, life over. Your soul is growing and learning from each life, okay? Jesus is one of the Ascended Masters. Ascended Master just means that they have obtained a great amount of knowledge, and they can help you more than a lower soul that hasn't learned as much. Farrah, are you talking about my Mary Magdalene live feed?
Yeah. Hey, Mom. What's Jesus?
Oh no, I'm going to lose all my tattoos. Lou, why would you lose all your tattoos? Amy, I'm confused by your question. Caroline, you tend to find yourself with that person if it's meant in this lifetime. If you keep pulling at it and asking for it, it'll eventually happen. But don't obsess over it to the point where you're not living your life, because this might be the life where you're not meant to learn that or have obtained that in this life. So don't do it to a point where you're obsessing over it, okay? The soul enters as soon as it's conceived. Farrah, what are you talking about, doggy Jeremy? Jessica, that's amazing. That's him. That's him hearing you. Colleen, yes, he most likely would have gone to Plateau first to do some learning as to why he couldn't overcome and learn better from that, because he did give himself that kind of ailment. When you have somebody that's having a difficult time, you can support them, but you also don't want to be on top of them to the point where they're not where they're not learning. You don't want to block and cloud them from learning, but you can stand there and support them in every way you possible. Oh, okay, I got the joke now. Because he'll lose his tattoos once the body leaves.
Hey, Mom.
What, honey?
Anne asks, when you die, how long stay around?
I don't know what that means.
No, it's when you die, how long do you stay around afterwards?
Oh, well, you don't, technically. You don't stay around. You just... Guys, okay, let me put it this way. I have scissors. Okay, say, for example, I ripped into the atmosphere and I pulled back. That's where your loved ones are, okay? That is how close they are. They don't... The body dies, they don't. Their soul just continues to live on. Again, guys, listen. If you want a reading from me, please don't give me novels. Like, I don't need to know anybody was in a car accident. Wait, hold on. Let me read this first, though. Oh, you were in a car accident. Okay. I just want to just put it out there. Just don't tell me stuff, okay? Don't tell me stuff. Please do not inbox me. I don't need to know grandma died. I don't need to know your kids died. I don't need to know any of that. Just say simply, I'm looking for a reading. That is it. Please don't give me a novel. I have to know that I got it from your loved one. Please don't tell me stuff. Every time I see that, I'm like, oh, what are they doing? Why are they telling me stuff? I do believe in twin flames. I got to meet mine. Wasn't the pleasant of relationships. It's the mentoring medium. Mentoring medium, Mandy. Mentoring medium, Mandy. Always felt that the soul entered when it came into the world, and the body has large amounts of flying through. Amanda, the soul enters the immediate second that act is finished and that agreement is set. That soul enters immediately. Estrina, thank you, honey. Janice, if you're looking for a reading, you're gonna want to, if you're international, I would inbox me on this page or the Divine Medium page, or simply call the shop at 814-254-4523. So when there is paranormal activity that can happen, why are they still here? Paranormal activity, okay, that's, guys, these aren't ghosts. These are loved ones that are simply mixing. Okay, this is how it is, guys. Our world is mixing with theirs. When I said about pulling back the curtain, cutting through and pulling back, that, when you, let's say, for example, you're just sitting and you get a chill, or you're walking around and you suddenly get a chill up your body, you walk through them or they walk through you. That's how this works. We are blending with them. However, we are, and this is why I am here. I am not from here. I am not from your planet, okay? I'm going to somehow show you guys a picture of who I am. If I can pull it up. I don't know if I have it on my pictures here.
Is it the divinemedium.com?
Yes, the divinemedium.com. Let's see, I don't know. Let me see if I can find it. However, okay, so let me just go through this real quick, guys. There is 3 phases that happen to this earth. The one is the first phase, which was right around after the 1940s. You guys set off a bomb, okay? The atomic bomb, to be correct. That was not supposed to be against humanity. It was used for humanity, not against it. And it was so out of divine timing, it was unreal. It was way before divine timing. Eden's talking as me, by the way. Just to give you a heads up. She has my account open on her phone. Right around the 1960s, late
you know, early mid 1970s, you see the love peace wave, okay? That was the first wave, the first phase that came through the volunteers, okay? Now that first wave was asked upon basically because they couldn't have any karma attached. So can you imagine not having any background and going into a surgery to do a surgery? Would you not fumble and mess up and just be like, I gotta get out of here, I don't know what I'm doing, I'm gonna kill this person? It was the same thing for the first wave, okay? They came in, they didn't realize what the hell they got themselves into because they'd never been here before. Pure souls never leave heaven. They strictly stay in heaven, they do not leave there, okay? They stick with God, they stay with God, they don't leave. No, I don't charge for mentoring. It's free. So the first wave you start to see, right after the atomic bomb, you see this wave of all these babies coming in. Then in the 1960s, love and peace. Then right around the late 1960s, early 70s, you see this high wave of suicides taking place because a good portion of these pure souls came in and was just like, what the hell did we just get ourselves into? And they just started killing themselves just to get back because they could not handle being here, okay? Then you have the second wave. They had to have karma attached to them. They had to know what was going on. However, second wave usually don't have babies or want to get married. They kind of stay to themselves, or they stay inside doors, or they try to be alone. Or they have a very positive message to push out. They have a gift and they're trying to push this message out. I am second wave. When we do, now the reason they don't want to have kids is because it creates karma. It means you have to come back. A lot of them don't want to do that. They just were set here. There was an asking invitation of, listen, Earth is going through this. They're going to end up killing themselves off and being extinct. We need volunteers to go and help. They're not going to just show up in space. We're not going to just show up in spaceships and go, woo, we're here. Okay? We have to infiltrate through the body to come help. Okay? So the second wave came through. Now, when a second wave does have a baby, it's because they are part of the third wave. So my daughter would be the third wave, the extra DNA, the 13 strands of DNA. That would be my daughter. I am going to show you a picture, and I don't want to freak anybody out. So I'm going to... I am from a planet called Kalinia. I am Kalinian. And this is where I'm from. Okay? This is where I'm from. This is who I am. It's an adjustment. This is why so many galactic beings are coming to me. I am to help the galactic ones, the gifted ones, because of the fact of where I come from. I still have the communication veil lifted, so I can talk to them. I can talk to any race, and I can help you find where you're from, what race you're from, so it'll better help you. Did he give you a choice to come back like me? It was more of like an assignment. It wasn't more of a choice, because I'm a little different in heaven. When I'm a type of warrior, so when there's an assignment, I don't really ask to stay. It's embedded in me to just do it and go and do it and it'd be done. So I didn't really question it. I just came back and did it. I'm what's actually called a walk-in. I explained this before on a post, and I went through the bullet points of what a walk-in is. A walk-in tends to, when you walk into a vessel, and a lot of the galactic ones have, because I started a page for the walk-ins that's very, very private. It's only for them. It was to help them understand why it happens, but why do we forget this knowledge? Because Taylor, if you would remember all this, or you remember where you came from, you would have a very hard time staying here.
Let me turn this down so it's not dinging. I have so many messages coming in, it's crazy. Okay. I'm so not sleeping tonight. It's not about being psychic or medium. I don't like those words. It's like nails on a chalkboard, guys. I'm sorry. I hate those words. It's because it's categorizing. God didn't stop. God didn't want categorizing. He didn't want to segregate anybody. He wanted everybody to understand that each gift was specific to them, to understand why or how your gift is to help on your own level of people. Please make sure you give your number again so I can make an appointment. It's 814-254-4523. Deja vu, when you remember some stuff, that has to do with repeating a life. Until that deja vu stops, you are still repeating. There's something you have to switch or change. I'll give you an example. When I came out as a medium, that deja vu stopped for me. I don't have it anymore. I haven't had it in years. So you don't want to give up on your lives, and you don't want to leave. If God didn't want you back in heaven, or if he wanted you back in heaven, you would have left already. It would have been according to your soul contract. Now, a lot of you guys have so much going on in your life that you're kind of like, what is going on? Every time I turn around, something's happening to me. It's horrible. That's because you were an eager soul in heaven, and you were like, oh, I want to try that. Oh, yeah, I want to do that. Oh, I want to do. And then this contract goes back to the wise ones and God, and they go, this is a lot of stuff. You really want to try all this? And you're like, yeah, I want to, yeah. And then you come down here and you're like, what did I just do? What did I just get into? That's how it happens. That's exactly how it happens. Because when you come here, it is a totally different story because you were so eager in heaven. It was unreal. How do you subscribe? I don't think it's really a subscription. You just join the page. I have multiple pages for multiple things. The galactic ones that I'm helping, it's called the Galactic Ones. Pretty simple. The mentoring meeting page is for my students or anyone wanting to learn from their gift or their trait. I do an evaluation of over 300 questions. It is very tedious. I'm sorry, but it is. I can't just say, oh, you're an empath. It doesn't work like that. Who the hell cares if you're an empath? How is your gift specific to you? Why does it make you unique? That is the point. Okay, so then there is Divine Healing and Love. That's for anybody that just wants to connect and join a group that is very loving and everybody understands one another. You can post all kinds of stuff there. The learning page is the mentoring meeting page. I put quizzes up, I test your abilities with the quizzes I put up. So it's a lot of fun. Barb, yes, it does. It definitely, there's a bigger picture going on as to why all this is happening, okay? Mental illness, a lot of people are getting misdiagnosed. Most kids do not have ADHD, do not have OCD. The ones that are hyper are part of the third dimension, or the fifth dimension. They are the third wave. They are pushing us into the fifth dimension. So when they get crazy and that's their vibration hitting a high to push us there. And when they calm down, they're okay. So it's when they get hyper like that, you kind of have to figure out how to balance out. Don't get hyper. Don't yell at them. My daughter was like it. It was a struggle. It really was. It's not about meeting God, Dina. The best way I can describe it is you're standing in Him. He is the light. He is an energy light being. It's not about meeting. He's not like an actual person. He is everything, and we are everything, and we are Him, and He is us. The plants, all the universes, every alien. The aliens are us. We are them. It is a different costume, a different way of living and being and understanding and learning. Somebody from Kalinia, like me, or from Palladian, or from Syrian, can come here to help and learn. Panic disorders, it just depends. Like, I get panic attacks, and all I do is grab my goldstone crystal, and within 10 minutes, I'm good. I calm down, okay? And goldstone is amazing. I have tons of, I am a crystal therapist. I do teach about crystals. I have tons of them on the website. I have tons of them in my shop. If there's anything you need that isn't on the website, we can get it in for you. I handcraft all of my stuff. I handpick all of my crystals. I don't get them shipped in from somewhere. I actually travel around, I hold them, and I know, okay, this crystal's good. Okay. However, I do not get teeny weeny little crystals. These crystals that you will get in your shipment, if you have it shipped, are big. They are big crystals, okay? Here's a fluorite, big crystal. I do not go chintzy wincy with the crystals. I'm sorry. The bigger it is, the better it's gonna work for you. Here's a ginormous spirit quartz, okay? You're not gonna get chintzy wincy. Big clear quartz. If you buy from me, you're going to get big crystals. I do not believe in you getting teeny weeny little crystals. Like, here, I'm gonna show you a difference. This is what you're not going to get from me. See the difference? Big, chintzy. Okay? Here's even another one. No, not getting that. Chintzy wincy. No. You are going to be getting big crystals in your stuff. All right.
Hey, Mom?
Yeah, honey.
What about people that do very bad things? Why are they here? Like killing people and stuff?
Okay, those are the lower energies. Was that a question somebody asked? Okay. Lower energies, very, very low energies, are the ones going out and hurting people. They are very low energy. Just the lowest of the lowest energy that you could possibly start out at. Those are the ones going around doing that. Somebody said...
What does that mean?
It means that they're still learning. Eden, hold on a minute. Okay, Brandy, you bring up a good, interesting point. Most galactic beings that are here on volunteership, that are here to help and push out a vibration, most second wave, they don't really have a mission. The mission is that they're simply to vibrate a certain way, to push the fifth dimensional kids in a certain way. It's like a wave. That's the point. Wave 1 hit wave 2, and wave 2 hit wave 3, okay? This is how this goes. And the reason all this spirit stuff is popping up, suddenly people are seeing spirits, they're seeing angels, they're seeing things in the sky, all these things are happening because the veil for you guys is starting to lift, because we are here thinning it out. The vibration that we're pushing out is thinning it out, and you're finally seeing behind the curtain. That is the point. We are way past the 5 senses here. We are seeing with this now. We are smelling with this now. We're doing all these things with this now. We're past the 5 senses. We're seeing differently. So when you feel out of place, like no matter where you're at, you just don't feel like you fit in. Sometimes you just really need to be alone. Depression is a big thing. Being tired is a big thing. That is going to be... Marie, that's second wave. That's 1978. Okay? However, I am what's called a walk-in. So she would have been born in 1978, and I walked in. The 50s is going to be first wave, Donna. You're welcome, Nancy. I hope to see you again, sweetie. Yeah, I was coming back. I mean, well, okay. That's a confusing question. Lauren, second wave. Annabelle, first wave. Stephanie, second to third. Just depends. Ann, that's first wave. Aliens are us and we are them. When you take off the alien costume, you're simply just a soul energy light. So yes, they are in heaven. It's just you learning from a different way. First wave, Victoria. That would be, the year would be first wave, if that's what you guys are asking. What was I saying? I know I caught somebody's thing. Okay, so Lou, yeah. Somebody asked me one time, well, how long were you gone? Well, it's kind of hard to put a time, because the funny thing was, that I thought was funny, that somebody put a time to something that doesn't exist. Time doesn't exist. It doesn't exist in heaven. It doesn't exist anywhere. And somebody put an equation to something that doesn't exist. So I had to ask Maria, because I kept getting asked this question. She said, well, if you want to put a time to it, it would be roughly around 74,500 some years is how long I was gone. However, here I was only gone 20, maybe 40 something. I don't know. It was minutes, okay? And I was coming in and out too as well. Like when I would come back, when I would go, I was in one area. When I came back and went back, I was in another area. So I was being shown all these different areas, okay? So, oh man, my nose won't stop. So I was being shown that, or I was told that my body would be intact when I came back to it. It wouldn't be, you know, so hard for me to go back into it. But I do remember going there and then coming back, and my sister had said, you know, doctors are telling me your left lung is collapsing, and I'm supposed to call mom and dad, and they're supposed to come in. They don't think you're going to make it. You need to snap out of this. And the next thing I know, I'm back out again. I come back in again, and she says, Chrissy, I don't know what's going on. The doctors have no idea what's going on. They're saying your lung is healing itself. We don't know what's going on. And then I went back and came back again. It was just in and out, in and out. So they were healing parts of me so that I could come back, and the body would be intact for me to do that. Night, Mandy. Oh, Lou, you're welcome, honey. Chapel came and talked to family when I decided to come back. Oh, Tiffany, so you had an NDE too. That's awesome. Yeah, so the NDEs, they all have a different, that's the cool part. We all have the same story, but then we don't. I don't know how to explain it. Like a lot of us have, you know, seen the tunnel. I didn't get to see the tunnel. I know of it. I know of the tunnel. I know of the valley. I know of the gate. I know of the space tunnel. From what I understand, there's 4 main tunnel or main areas to get into heaven. And those are the main ones that get explained, whereas I just kind of got dropped in the middle of what looked like a classroom, and I was told that I was this teacher of the masses. I taught. Now this is the funny part. You guys all know Harry Potter and how they talk about the Muggles, okay? The Muggles were I was teaching these specific souls how to live among the worlds that have the Muggles, okay? So the closed-minded and whatnot. So I was teaching the gifted ones how to live among these people so that they could still help people, but more or less protect and avoid themselves from the other Muggles. That's the only way I can describe it better than that. There was just tons and tons of what looked like stars. I thought they were stars at first because, you know, I didn't have the full knowledge at first, you know what I mean, that I did later on. But I think at one point they had said something about teacher of the mass, and they kept repeating this, and I wasn't, you know, asking about it. I kind of was just still kind of in awe, like, why am I here? And then I look back, and the stars just kept coming. As they were coming forward, they were creating shape, like outlines, as people, okay? They were outlining, and there was these big bright lights coming from them. And I would describe it kind of like the tall gray ones or the tall white ones. I don't know if you guys have, you know, ever heard of them.
but the tall white ones, it kind of gave off that like impression. So when I seen them, it like dawned on me that because there was thousands of them, I had said something along the lines of, well, how are they communicate? How can they hear me? There's so many. And it was like, oh, I don't need a microphone or anything. It's telepathic. They all get the same message at one time, so there's no shouting or yelling or anything like that. And that's another thing, guys. Like, there's no religion or politics on most of these like universes, because that was meant for like to replace a need. Like here, we don't understand where we come from, so we're replacing that. It's like plugging a cord into an outlet. Okay, so it's like plugging a cord into an outlet, and you're trying to find where your need is. So it's like religion or politics. Like some of us are religion, some of us are politics, some of us are sports, some of us are materialistic. So we're trying to find our niche. So there's a need there. Whereas these other realms, it's all telepathic. They don't have this. They communicate with this simply. So everybody knows what everybody's thinking, and so on and so forth. Do you know what I mean? So they understand all this. Oh, Emily, I'm sorry. And I know this is like, a lot of this is over your head, but all of the galactic ones have the same message. And I'm pretty sure a lot of them are giving out that message, that same message, of why we're here, you know, what are we doing? And like most of these kids that have ADHD don't have it. They are the third phase. They are pushing out a specific vibration to push us into the fifth dimension. They're opening that portal up so that we can just slip into there. Okay, it looks like Earth, but we're just going to be slipping into it. The souls of the dead are in heaven, honey. There's nothing happening to them. They don't protect because they support. And yeah, they hear everything that you say in your mind. Your loved ones can hear everything. Come in here, they hear. And the biggest thing, guys, that I want to stress is when your loved one is thinking of you, or when your loved one pops into your head. Okay, when you see a sign and your loved one pops in your head. Annabelle, we don't know the time frame. A lot of us don't know the time frame. I am eating almonds. I got hungry. Kim, you're cracking me up. The ones with depression and anxiety, Linda, are the ones that are having trouble figuring out why they are here. It's the same when you have an adult that's depressed and has anxiety and they're just not getting it. Yeah, Stephanie, they hear everything. But when you think of your loved one, it actually is not you doing that, it's them, okay? They are putting the thought of themselves in your mind so that, like, say, for example, you hear that and you go, whoa, what was that? It's your loved one saying, don't freak out, it's just me, okay? They're putting the thought of themselves in your mind. Emily, I get it, I know, and a lot of this is going to start like going over your head, but I need to put the message out, and I'm gonna keep putting the message out just like the other light ones are doing. Everyone's doing it. The same message is being pushed out, that, you know, we're here on volunteership, we're here to help. The 144 light ones we all have the same message to push out. If others are pushing out the same message as me, that's because they are part of in some way, part of the message that's supposed to be being put out. We're trying to prepare you guys for the fifth dimension. We are trying to get you guys to wake up. Stop sleeping. Stop closing off your life. Stop being afraid. Because once that happens, you're going to be better prepared than someone else. Lou, the animals are in heaven because the animals are us. It's just a different way of learning. Just like you have a stupid dog and a smart dog. The one that is stupid hasn't really had a human life before, so they're not acting human. The one that's smart and acts human-y has had multiple human lives and wanted to test out an animal life. So that human side is pushing through still. And I know that a lot of you guys have animals that act human, okay?
I know, right, Trish? I can't get my nose to stop itching. The fifth dimension is a brand new Earth. It is a different universe. It's going to be healthier. Everybody's going to be able to hear each other's thoughts. It's going to be very enlightening, very loving. The ones that are closed off, angry, causing problems, causing drama, not seeing what their open lives can be about, stop being afraid, things like this, they're going to end up staying. They're not going to be allowed to go. Liz, I'm happy you found me too, honey. No, Stephanie, I'm telling you, you're not going crazy. Kimberly, I'm glad you were here. Have a good night.
Huh.
What, honey?
Tara asks, what can you do to protect yourself at night from psychic attacks?
It's not so much psychic attacks. You said Tawny? Tara? Okay. It's not psychic attacks. Tara, what I'm going to suggest you to... Excuse me, I am so flustered tonight because, I don't know, my nose is like, ugh. Okay. Carnelian and black tourmaline, both in the four corners of your bedroom. This will put a private protection up around your room so spirit can't talk to you. It's not a psychic attack. I don't know where that even came from, because that's not what they call it. They call it spirit communication. So basically what's happening is you just have loved ones or spirit wanting to communicate with you. So you want to stick these in the corners of your bedroom, black tourmaline and carnelian. This is going to put up a protection around your room. You can put it in your house as well. No, I didn't see it. Candace, I think you're miscommunicating what I'm saying. I'm saying fear. Putting fear into your life is like a disease here. It's not causing problems. It's causing you to not do things in your life. That's the point. If you're being afraid, you're not accomplishing what you were sent here to do, what you were meant here to do. I know, Susan, I know. Stop making my nose itch. Yes, the live feeds, thank you, Kim. The live feeds are recorded. So if you missed a good portion of the beginning, you can simply go on the wall at any time and watch the video. And actually, guys, I'm going to show you something real quick. I'm going to pick up the phone and show it to you. How do we get out of here? Okay, so I'm going to my site. I'm going to close this off a minute. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys something real quick. I'm trashing the place right now. Okay, I'm going to flip this around. What? Okay, I will get to it in a minute, honey. Okay, so on my page, you want to go, if I can get my mouse to work. Where's my mouse? Okay, you want to go here where it says more, drop down to videos. Now this isn't going to come up for you, but my videos will just pop up. So all the videos that we've done are here. Like, for example, let me turn this down. Yeah, it's not. So this one right here was my son sitting on my lap on Snapchat. That's him. I just thought it was really neat because I felt energy on my knee, and I sing in my car because I was preparing to, I sing opera and I sing other songs, but I was practicing. Sorry, I'm making your noses itch. I'm so sorry. Candace, time travel is very much real. Sorry guys, let me flip here. It is very much real. I was shown certain things with the time traveling thing, but here was what kind of got me that I thought was kind of neat. And this is how our guides kind of work with us. Let me see if I can, I mess this up now and I can't get you guys to stay still again. Okay, I think that'll work. Okay, So, I said to Maria, my guide's Maria. I said to her one day, if we can choose what time of, what time era we want to go to, because we don't technically have to keep going forward. We can choose to go backwards or in the middle or double up in the middle. That's where the whole doppelganger, somebody saw you and looks like you. That's because that is you. You're just living a different life in the same era at the same time. That can happen. So I said to Maria one time, I was heading to a group reading, and I said, well, if somebody, if we can go back in time with, our carnations, or they don't call it incarnations, they don't call it spirit, they don't call it, what is it, how do you say it in reincarnation. They don't call it that, okay? They call it spirit mantling, and what we're doing is mantling through life, okay? So we can spirit mantle back into time. So I said, well, if that's the case, why doesn't somebody go back and deal with Hitler? That was like my biggest concern. And she said, yeah, but if someone did, would you know? I was like, whoa, mind blown. I was like, that's crazy. So this is how your guides talk to you. You're going to know that it's not you. Okay, you don't just wake up and go, dwell in oneness. Okay, that's your guides talking to you. They're gonna show themselves. You just have to pay attention. Thank you. That's very nice of you. Mantling, yes, it's called spirit mantling. Oh my God, is anybody else's nose itching? Like, holy moly. I love you too, Aiden. Oh my gosh, you're a goof. Gina says, so the fifth universe or dimension, how do the lower energy vessels stay and us higher vibrations go? It's a slipping in. We're just going to disappear. Kind of like, okay, I'm going to use an example. Remember the Mayans just disappeared? It's going to happen like that. Just disappear. And they're going to be left behind. So they're going to have to deal with it being here. I am so sorry, guys. Mine is like, right here. It's just so red and so itchy. How about animal spirit guides? You choose each other. Yes, Brian, you would choose each other. You choose your guides, you choose your angels, you choose your parents, you choose your kids. Your kids actually choose you. It's kind of, it works like this. So that's how it works. I'm getting so many messages. Stephanie, like I told the other person, none of us know. None of us know. All we were told was this world cannot end. That's why we volunteered to come here. Lauren, you're welcome, honey. Because if this world ends, if this world were to explode, whatever, it would send out such a vibration out into the universe that all those universes would get affected somehow, some way, and that cannot happen. Okay, it cannot happen. I mean, we are so separate and far behind in the times of space travel and being able to interact with other species. It's mind-boggling how behind. Like, we're the monkeys, okay? We're the monkeys over here. I teach a class called Intuitive, I can't remember what it's called. Intuitive Course. It's an intuitive course. I teach you how to connect with your guide and how to listen to them, and how to use your own communication with them so that you can better hear them. And that's on the courses tab. It's simply going to the website. Here's what I'm going to show you. I'm going to take you off my thing here again. I'm going to show you. I'm going to actually unplug this because I don't really need it. Okay, so I'm going to switch you around. Okay, so this is the website, okay? All the courses, these are the tabs you want to go to, okay? Here's the courses. When it pops up a drop-down menu, Okay, this is where the guided meditation is. That's the students, look for my students. Over here are the readings. Always read the disclaimer. Testimonies, you can look at pictures. This is the shop. It has a lot of stuff, like the new arrivals, the new Zen Buddy boxes are really cool. They are monthly subscription. The galactic candles we were just talking about. There's all kinds of stuff. I mean, it like really goes down. There's a lot of stuff you can check out, okay? You can check out my team, the blogs that I write. This is where you can contact or donate to the charities we do. The about is about me. Like I just kind of talk about, you know, things. And the media, there's like all the news articles that were kind of done on me. However, I don't have my pilot on here that I did because it's called a non-aired pilot, so that's not going to be on. That's not going to be on there. So, okay. Sean, I get that a lot. It's okay to feel that way. I get that a lot from people where they say to me, I don't know why this isn't. Sorry guys, I'm having trouble with the. Okay, there we go. Okay, so Sean, yeah, I get that a lot where people are just saying things like, I'm drawn to you. It's most like the message that you're supposed to learn. You're supposed to learn something from the message. I do kind of follow numerology. I don't know what the path numbers are though. I don't really follow. That's not really my interest. My interest is to more help the galactic ones, the ones that are having trouble here with their missions. That's my main goal, and I know that there's thousands of you that need help, and I'm gonna try to do my best to help each one of you. I don't know how I'm gonna do it because every time I do these live feeds it just gets more and more and more. No, Anthony, they do not. No, not at all. Sean, Estrina said, I felt the same way, I still do. Guys, if you're on the live feed, it's most likely because the message needs to be heard somehow, and it's supposed to hit home somehow. Lou, I need a lot of help. Oh, stop it. You just need to trust in yourself and have faith. How do you know when someone is supposed to be in your life? It's just, you're drawn to them. It's a confirmation that, you know, they're in there. Someone is not in your life unless they're supposed to be there. They don't just pop up in your life. You agreed for them to be there. Even as negative as they can be, there's a reason why they're there. You know, everything can't be happy roses and bunnies and fluffy kitty cats. Okay, we're not gonna learn. I mean, we came here to learn, so the harder your life is, the more you're learning, trust me. And you're gonna gain so much more when you go back. The easier it is here, you're not really learning, so it was kind of like a waste to even come here, okay? Even me, I have some days where I'm just like, Jesus, just take me. I've had it today. I just need to go home. I'm ready to come home now. And then I realized, you know, I agreed to come here. Gus, no, the earth is not flat. Where do people get this stuff from? What was the comment you said about kids with ADHD? I don't understand. Most kids with ADHD do not have ADHD. They have a vibration that they are supposed to be pushing out that comes off like extremely hyper. And that's the point of it. They are simply just pushing out an energy because they have to. Not all these kids suddenly have this ADHD and need to be on medication. If you're putting them on medication, you're subduing the vibration that's going to push us where we need to go. You're just prolonging where we need to go, and it's not supposed to happen that way. Actually, Amanda, a good portion of the aliens are very kind. There is ones that are of negative, lower energy, but they are under the ruling of the council, the 5 councils, the council members that overlook our universe. Guys, honest to God, this earth has been here for how long, and it hasn't been destroyed or controlled? Come on now, think about it. Why is that? Why is Earth, I mean, a crater didn't just hit Earth all of a sudden and we all got obliterated. I mean, think about it. We are being protected by the council, okay? They are keeping Earth safe and protected, and there's a universal on every universe to not intervene. There's no intervening. Yeah, my nose is itching really bad. But there is a universal understanding. You do not intervene, and we aren't intervening through here. We intervened through this way, and it's not an intervening, it's coming through naturally and helping. No, Trish, I don't think any of the galactic members or the council mantled here. I think a lot of them have stayed where they are because they have to be. I haven't heard anybody, any of the council coming through yet, as of yet. I mean, that could change at any point in time, though. Danny, it is simply the galactic ones. If you put in the search on Facebook, the little search bar on Facebook, not Google or your internet thing, the galactic ones, that's the galactic page. Lisa, that's awesome. You can use anybody you want during Reiki. I use Jesus, obviously, because of how close I am to him and who I am to him. Now, Angel, God isn't a person. He's an energy. Now, if he's just simply talking to you in your dream, he could be trying to give you a message. But you want to make sure that you ask your guides if that's what's actually happening. Because it could be your guides trying to talk to you and you're just mistaking it for God. I'm having trouble figuring out what to do with Lily. Guys, if you are absorbing other people's energies, you're going to need to do sea salt baths. This is going to calm that down. Take this off a minute.
Mommy, why are you so tired?
I'm getting drained.
Stop being tired. You're making me tired.
I actually sat down at this Last Supper and kept messing up. I was not with the big guys at this time. They have no knowledge of being there with me. Tiffany, I'm a little confused. I'm a little confused by your dream. Maybe inbox it to me and I can better help you. Amanda, you hit it on the head. Yes. I mean, for God's sakes, there's a cure for cancer and they refuse to give it because they are making money, so much money off the pharmaceutical stuff. Angela, yes, I have pendulums. I actually, when I have a client in that's trying to communicate with their son or daughter that passed, I use this. Eden, do you have yours on you?
What?
Do you have your pendulum? Can I see it real quick? So when I have a loved one that lost a child, I use the pendulum to show them that they can communicate with their child. And after so long, they don't even need the pendulum anymore. Because of the fact, Eden, hold on. Because of the fact that opens up a communication where they can communicate with them. And after so long, they just hear them. They don't need the pendulum anymore. Caroline, she might be trying to show you that you're a younger soul
Even, it doesn't matter how old your physical body is. If you're a younger soul, you could be 50-something years old and still be trying to learn from your young soul.
Mom, take it or leave it.
I miss home as well. I miss home as well, Lainey. I'm looking forward to going back home. This is the pendulum, and I simply just say, show me yes, and you don't want to use this hand, you don't want to move this hand, okay? You want to use your dominant hand. My yeses are always circles, and then you're going to see that it go into a straight line. Oh, wait, hold on. You guys can see that, right? Okay, so it's going in a circle. You can see my hand. In a straight line. Ooh, Eden, don't bump me. In a straight line for no. In a circle, it's going to go into a circle for yes. Okay? So that's how I communicate. Your yeses and nos will be different with pendulums. We have a ton of pendulums on the website that you can, if you're drawn. This is how, what makes the pendulum move. Your loved ones, angel, or angels, or your guides, whoever you're wanting to speak to. But when you guys get on the website and you look at the crystals, it's what you're drawn to that your guides are trying to show you need. And then read the description, and you'll see that the crystal that you picked is the one that is perfect for your life. Same thing with pendulums. It's being drawn to it. Barbara, all the pendulums that I sell are infused with healing and protection. That's what I do. Is I am one of the soldiers, if you will, in heaven, and I deal with removing dark. So they're infused already, but I always tell people when I ship out a pendulum, please make sure, hold on, please make sure that you put your own blessing on the pendulum before using it, okay? The website is thedivinemedium.com, D-I-V-I-N-E, thedivinemedium.com. Lisa, that's awesome. I know my youngest student is 5 years old, and he talks to the crystals, which is really cool because, I have pictures of him bending down, and he went like this because he was doing a crystal grid. I got crystals out to play, and I got a crystal grid out, and I wanted to see what he would do with the crystals with the crystal grid. So he kind of went like this, and then he went up like this and goes, "Business is booming." And me and my assistant, Kate, Yvonne, just started looking at each other and laughing, and we were like, yeah, it is. Like, how would a 5-year-old know that? Because he's talking to the crystal. I just thought it was really neat. He's one of my students. He's amazing. That's my daughter. She talks to angels. That's her gift. Everybody's gift is different, guys. Hers is talking to angels. She knows more about them than I do. My gift is I talk to the galactic ones. I can talk to the living and the dead. I'm actually the only communicator in the whole world that can talk to ICU patients. And my producers actually figured that one out.
Is this centered?
We don't need that, honey. Farrah's taking care of it. Thank you, honey.
But then she doesn't need it.
Eden is still on, Farrah, yeah. Stacy, we do not implant... Stacy, we do not implant angels or spirit guides. There is a meditation on my website where I will walk you right to your guides. Angels tend to show up with the meditation. It just depends on how they communicate and come through for you. But no one should be telling you that stuff. You shouldn't ask for it, and you shouldn't be no one should be implanting that. They feel that that's a sacred communicational bond between you and them. And when you do the meditation, I'm simply just taking you to them. Nothing's being implanted. When things are being shown to you, you will know that it is true and honest and of honesty and to the core, because your guides are showing it to you, no one else, okay? I do have sage. I have sage. Maureen, there is a live feed, or not a live feed. I do a video cleansing with the people that are not local. Like the last one I did, and I actually can show you pictures. She's probably gonna hate me for doing this. But my client in Singapore, oh, it's not on here. Dang it. It's on my phone, and I'm talking to you guys on my phone. I have pictures of her saging. She wants me to come visit her in Italy, and I'm going to be doing some readings for the people in the village of Italy, and she was getting the house ready, and I walked her, and I do this with many clients that are overseas or are not living in my town and need a video cleansing. What basically happens is you purchase the negativity removing cleansing package. You get a whole package that gets shipped out to you. Then there's a video feed that I do with you where I walk you room to room to room to room on how to cleanse it, and you guys are learning it for yourself. That's how core it is. You are learning how to do it for yourself so that you won't even need me next time you do it. Okay, you're gonna learn it step by step with me, doing it room to room. Okay, so there's no guesswork, there's no crap, did I do this right? Okay, I'm walking you through it. It's awesome. And I did it for Gloria. She's my Singapore client, and she did it at her house in Italy, the house that she is having me come to. So pretty exciting. I got to see the place, and it's so neat. It's so neat how they do their decor and things. What part of Italy? I know she told me. Crapola. I know she told me, and I think I forgot. I forgot. I'm gonna have to ask her. Hi, Leanne. Now, people that are mostly overweight, here's what type of readings do I do? I talk to your loved ones, and I talk to your guides. Your guide one, it's the guide communication reading. That one, I'm talking to your guides to give you answers for your life, to give you the options that are in your soul contract. So they are going to show me things in your soul contract that you probably didn't know you were aware of. And actually, most of the time you are aware of it, and they're trying to show you it is okay to take that option. That's why it's there. So it's just a confirmation of, okay, maybe I should take that. So it's kind of like that. The spirit communication one is talking to your loved ones that passed. And please, 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 I'm begging you guys, please don't inbox me information. I don't need to know if it's for your grandmother, anything like that. The reading is $75, and no, I don't do it by hour. I don't believe healing can be done in an hour. I'm sorry. I think that's ridiculous to charge by hour. I'm sorry. That's just how I think. You could be with me for 4 hours. It just depends. No, I don't do live video with the readings. It's simply online if you're not local. And if you are local, then you just come into the shop. But it's online readings. I don't do phone. I don't do video because there's no need for it. I have my eyes closed anyway, so I'm not even looking at you. And the point being is your loved ones go wherever. It's instantaneous. They go wherever they're being called to. So if I'm doing a reading with them and you're there, your loved ones are going to show up because they know I'm the communicator communicating to you. So everything is documented, and you can go back and everything's transcripted. You know everything that's being said, when it's being said, and you can look back on it as many times. You can print it out. You can look at it as many times as you want. Yes, if you guys are getting headaches, it's because truth is being told and you are opening up to understanding that. I don't want to butcher your name. Martins? I'm just going to say your last name. Martins. If you're trying to lose weight, I can do, I do healing on weight loss. However, when I do the evaluations, I find that most people that are drawn to angels are very, I don't want to say obsessed, but have a lot of angel figurines. They're drawn to angels. Maybe they have a gift and they're very, you know, lovey and have, you know, and communicate with angels. They tend to take on a thicker skin and tend to eat more.
These kind of individuals will have a lot more weight on because of that. Okay. Getting a reading, you're going to want to call the shop at 814-254-4523. If you go on the website and you purchase a reading, it's simply just getting you in my schedule book. You can purchase a reading at any point in time and we'll get you in the book. As soon as we see that purchase order, we'll get you scheduled in. It's automatic. Angel numbers are technically not from your angels. Those are your guides. So when you're looking those numbers up on Google, just replace angel with guide. It's your guide showing you the messages. Your angels simply protect, they don't guide. Do you see? Tracy, I'm not doing readings today. If you're looking for a reading, please call the shop at 814-254-4523. I am located in Pennsylvania. Thank you, Caroline. Or if you are international and not local within the United States, you can inbox me. Obviously, I know you can't call the shop, so, you know, we'll take, my team or I will get it back to you. You described me to a T. Lucy. Nicole, if you're ready to schedule a group reading, please just inbox or please call the shop and we'll get you in. You want to make sure, you want to know how many people are coming and you want to do the 50 down deposit. Please do not collect this money. Please collect the money from your guests. Please don't pay it out of your pocket. It causes so many problems when you do it that way. I am actually getting exhausted and I'm going to get ready to go to sleep because I have to open the shop. I don't even know what time it is. I have to, oh wow, it's midnight. I have to open the shop tomorrow, so I will. Hermosa. Somebody gave an answer to someone. Hold on, I'm trying to look. I don't know. Okay, so guys, real quick, the website is thedivinemedium.com. The phone number is 814-254-4523. On thedivinemedium.com, on the contacts page, the phone number's there, so you can easily just get it from there. Nicole, just get a hold of me, it's fine. So I am going to go to sleep. Remember guys, if you feel you are not from here as well and you're having a hard time, join the Galactic Ones page, the Galactic Ones. If you are a student trying to learn or want to become one of the students of my mentoring ship, it's just joining the mentoring medium page. And Divine Healing and Love is the gathering page of all love and light. You can post whatever you want there. And the biggest one is the Divine Medium page, the Divine Medium page on Facebook, the Divine Medium. That we're going to be doing videos on there. And I'm trying to incorporate switching because I know that we're supposed to be doing video. If it's for the business, it's supposed to be a business video from the business and then sharing it to the personal page. So we're trying to make a switch somehow. I don't know how we're going to do it, but we're going to try. You guys are very welcome. I'm excited to get to know all of you. I'm glad all of you were here tonight. And I'm hoping to see you guys at the next live feed. I was thinking about doing one tomorrow. So if you guys were game for it, you know, shoot me a post or something. No, let me know.
Don't get off yet.
Why?
Because I'm supposed to talk.
Oh, Eden, I'm getting really tired. Let's do it tomorrow with you, okay? So I appreciate all you guys being here. Wave to them, Eden. Grumpy pants. Say night night. Oh, jeez. All right, that's my cue to go out.
No.
She's getting giggly.
No.
I'm grateful that you have
No,
love.
you can't leave.
Thank you, Kathy. I appreciate all you guys being here. I will let Eden talk tomorrow. She did awesome tonight, but Eden, I can't. I'm so drained.
Why do you gotta be on the feed?
Because I'm the divine medium.
I know, but you always gotta be hiding.
All right, I love you guys. I'm going to bed. Okay, it's midnight and I have got to get up early.
Can anybody read that sign I put up? Can you,
All right, bye guys.
can you
Love
guys-
you.
It's this one.